Hello everyone, and welcome to the 41st episode of the Solace Podcast here. We've got six willing and ready participants, and we're ready to discuss some interesting things about a game called RuneScape. You've probably heard of it before. My name is Alex. I am current and former Solace Gen, and I'm also a current 200 mil all and soon to be former 200 mil all.
Yeah, I'm a Halcyon Seed and I'm hitting the gritty while I fish on free to play.
Hello, I'm Necro. I'm a general in this clan.
Yo, Spooky, also a general in this same clan, running the harder rooftops currently.
Yo, I'm Foils, the Drapus. I went to Lakeview Elementary, and I'm on the road to third page Iron Man.
Yo, I'm Unreal. I'm low. That's about it. I'm private.
Private about what?
No, private rank.
So low, so low.
Okay, well, the first thing we're going to talk about, and usually a staple in these, is we're going to just lay out current long and or short-term skilling goals. For me, oh, did I not take the Hexus picture down yet? I didn't. Hang on. There we go. Okay, so for me,
It's a photo of
I'm
us.
just, yeah, sorry. I'm just doing this method because this is my favorite skilling method in the game right now. I've enjoyed it a lot since starting it. It's fun. It's
What's your favorite rumor?
What's my favorite rumor? The one that your sister's a slag. No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, are we live?
I like Herbie Boy. Herbie Boy's fun.
Yeah, that's my sister.
Yeah. No, I mean
Yeah, she's nice.
anything but the Moonlight Antelopes, dude. So there's only two other options. Actually, it's all fine. There's nothing really bad about the rumors. They're all easy as fuck anyway, right? Long term, we'll be getting into the remaxing of the Iron Man pretty soon. Excited for that.
Remaxing the main, you mean?
No. I'm not
Yeah,
doing
definitely.
that. I'm not doing that. Well, actually, who knows? Probably not though.
Yeah, never say
Yeah.
never.
I'll
Yeah,
see you
well,
out
let's
on the
say
sea,
never.
bud.
All right, see you there. Bring your wellies. Halcyon?
What am I saying?
What?
What are your current goals in the game?
Oh, 200 mil fishing and max on Gridmaster.
Okay,
Gridmaster.
master of the tiles.
So current goals for me include 200 mil all. Just working on what I have left. Not a whole lot. I'm doing some con right now. I don't think I said that earlier. Just trying to wrap up the game before sailing, I guess.
Any
Are you
sneak
gonna
peeks
make
on when
it?
you're finishing?
I think I should be able to finish like early next month.
Exciting.
Big.
Big stuff.
Then road for page 1, top page, right?
Yeah. Higher rank
Rank
than
1.
AJ's.
Oh, you heard it here.
I would hope so. I would hope so. Spooky.
Yeah, currently doing agility, like long term and I guess short term, just trying to get consistently fast lap times in Sepulture and try to get good at the content and then just send it long term.
Beast. Absolutely beast. Right now I have like 2 mil more Dale to go, which will be like 117 mil RC that I'll finish with. And then do sailing for a week and then rip 200 mil Slayer on the Iron Man.
Very long term.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to focus mining, get as much of it done as possible, and make some money while I'm doing it. Finish them out, and that's about it.
200 mil mining, you think?
Not this year, but yeah, I mean, maybe early
That's
next
the
year.
goal.
Yeah.
No skill hopping?
I always skill hop, but I'll try to minimize it.
This guy does 80k Slayer XP and then goes to a different skill, man.
Yeah, check the temple, bro. Like 23 skills are trained in one day.
I appreciate that way of playing. If it's gonna make you play more hours, it makes the most sense. Especially
Yeah,
because you're
I
not
agree.
racing for any top page skill finishes or anything like that.
I
Yeah.
think skill hopping is the way, man. I wish I had the skill hopping bug. I can't do it.
Skill hopping has
Yeah,
been the meta since Bailey Dunn did it. Probably.
Yep.
He did done told y'all. That's true.
Anyway, this next topic is one that's gonna have a lot less to do with me because obviously I didn't participate in fantasy even a little bit. But there's a couple of talking points. I think initially we should just go over everyone's overall experience with it, and then from there we can go into a couple more detailed points. And whoever wants to start now, it's an open discussion.
Dude, fantasy was awesome, man. I had so much fun in fantasy. I had a great time with the boys. You know, the whole SS stack. We had some good
Hashtag
times
SS.
together. Yeah, we had some good times, some ups, some downs, and yeah, overall I think it was really good. There was a couple questionable decisions at fantasy, but I think overall everyone had a really good time.
Anyone want to
All right,
comment?
I'll go next.
It's
Yeah.
open. Open.
Yeah.
Just talk when you want to talk for this.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I had the pleasure of being on Necro's team. I just loved our team. I mean, I think we kind of knew each other beforehand. Like we all VC'd a little bit beforehand, but just all of us coming together in the same team. Like we voiced all the freaking time together. Like hung out, listened to music. Oh yeah, I mean, we had the pleasure of playing every single week until the final 6 hour. And I don't know. I think that kind of gauntlet play style just like it brought us like really close together, and it definitely like pushed what I thought I was capable of beforehand. And it definitely kind of makes you like believe in yourself more. Like you can do more than you think you can. It's just the mental game. But yeah, love the team. It was a good experience.
Yeah, I concur with that. I had a lot of fun. I was also on the winning team, but yeah, I don't know. It was just really fun. Fun to talk to people. Fun to play.
I concur, bro thinks he's house. Yeah, fantasy was pretty fun. Oh, okay, sorry. I was on the Chinchampa Trap House, and we ended up being like out of the run relatively early, so there's that. But the people on my team were really cool for the most part. So yeah, it was fun to like run it down every week with. It was pretty much the same exact group of people because we really didn't have much of a bench. But yeah, there was some moral support from the people who were playing less as well. It was kind of insane to see how much people were actually like able to play even with like obligations.
Yeah, I feel like everybody thought it was like a 70 to 90 weeks, and it was minimum 100.
Dude, and also just like
if you're trying to
every
be
week,
viable.
it's like you just did a 130. Guess what? Time to wake up and do it again,
Yeah.
bro. You're starting.
Back to back Terrys. The first couple weeks were. I know for Halcyon and our team it was.
Yeah, like for our team, we were just like covered in blood by the end of every match, whether it was the opponents or ours.
Well, it's like everyone played like a big first week, and then it was like Trap House and SS had to just do another back-to-back Terry after that.
Yeah.
It's something that we're touching on, I think, a little bit later, but do you feel like the standards for comps is just like almost impossible to maintain now? Like you see records broken with...
I wouldn't say impossible, but it's just like, it's absurd, man. Like,
we're just getting a taste
everyone
of
knew
them.
that it was
I'm
kind of like getting crazy, but seeing it in this format, it's like
we're just getting a taste of them. I'm like,
just
I'm
like
tired of getting
the same players.
We have an issue
we're just getting
here.
a taste of them. I'm like,
the
I'm tired of getting a
sub-sound is
taste of them. I
playing
want the whole load.
repetitively.
We're just getting a taste of them. I'm like,
Like
I'm
it's
tired
not...
of getting a taste of them. I want the
this.
whole load. We're just getting a taste of them. I'm like, I'm tired of getting a taste of them. I want the whole load.
Oh my god!
How do I
Who
not
did
taste
it?
them?
Unmuted
I'm
it.
like, I'm tired of getting a taste of them. I want the whole load. We're just getting a taste of them.
Is it
I'm like,
just 3
I'm
subs?
tired
How do
of
I
getting a taste
turn
of them. I want the
it
whole load.
off?
We're just
Nah, I
getting
mean,
a
it's still
taste of
going.
them. I'm like,
The
I'm tired of getting a
Blame
taste of them. I want the
Are you
whole
on
load.
normal OBS or
We're just getting a
Streamlabs?
taste of them.
Wait.
I'm like,
no, OBS.
I'm
I feel
tired
like
of
if I
getting a taste of them. I want the whole
mute
load.
the alert
But
block
we're
so
just
that
getting a
way-
taste.
It stopped. Is it done? It is done.
Well, hope that doesn't happen again.
I don't understand. Like, how did that? Hang on. Let me log into Streamlabs and turn it off completely. I'm so sorry. Sorry for that absolute earfuck. That's my bad. I thought I had it fixed. That's
Are we are good now though, or is it
we
still
are
going?
we are currently good, yeah, but let me just turn it off
No one
completely.
subscribed.
So keep talking. I'll fix it. Yeah, don't give me money right
Stop
now.
giving DF money, you bastards.
Hang on,
That's a job.
I'll turn it off.
But yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier, yeah, I was seeing like people play that many hours like week to week, because I think for fantasy there was actually a lot of teams that had kind of a shallow bench, like even more so than people thought, like whether or not somebody got banned or maybe barred from the competition entirely.
Okay, I think
There's
it's
just
completely fixed now, by the way. Sorry.
was like, okay, that's excellent. We love that. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else has thoughts on that, but yeah, I think it was already crazy seeing like those hours, but seeing it people do that like week to week is something like entirely different.
My experience and my team's experience is probably pretty different. I mean, except for Azula, everyone else kind of just had to, like, we had our starting five, we had like our best players, and our like we always thought we would have to play like the whole week, but usually we just ended up doing like a 30 to start, and then like I don't know, play like a 48-hour comp, and then the enemy team gave up, so we never really got the like the whole play the entire week and like be sleep debt into the next week. Like that,
Oh,
that
you're
never
missing
really
out.
happened.
Yeah, the end of our first week, we were all in call together because it was like literally like the teams were pretty much exactly tied. So everyone was just like in the call, like waiting for it to like drop. And then we just like won by like
That was
0.4
so sick.
EHP.
That match, Halcyon, like I think like for our team, we were like closely like watching that match more than our own. Like that was crazy.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, it's the most like, probably the most like devastating for like the
It
losing
has to
team,
be.
but
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
But it was crazy too, because like for us, like you finish that week, like you're on VC, and it's like, all right, well, next week's starting right now. Let's like we're still here in the chair.
Yeah, it's so fucked.
Dude, I remember after the first week and we like brought in some of our bench, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sleep like 7 hours. I think that's
Yeah,
chill.
these guys got it.
And then everyone else kept playing, man. I woke up and I was just like so far behind, I could not believe it.
Yeah, it was great calling you a bottom fragger for like one day.
Yeah,
Then you
that
caught
was
up.
sick.
Yeah, I guess I can also say a bit about my experience. It was really fun. I was on the Goons, I guess considered like the underdogs of that competition. We had tons of fun, like we kind of drew energy from that, being called like the worst team in the entire draft right from the get-go.
Yeah, the disrespect was crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but
So we
did they
kind of
have
banned it.
merit?
Yeah.
Like, did it make sense to actually be shitting on you that badly? Or was it...
I think
it
it was a
all-
little bit like extreme. I don't know, like
Yeah, it went a bit overboard, but I guess if you look at the draft, then maybe we were like the weakest one on paper, looking like past performance. Yeah.
I mean,
But then Nelson was like,
always
"This
a
is
team
the
that's
worst team
worse.
ever drafted."
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't even bad. It was just people were so busy like glazing the butchers that like you look
Yeah,
at a
true.
team like the Goons and it's like, oh, this is a bad team. But like in any other comp, like nobody would have said that. So I don't know.
Yeah, but
It
we
was
still
a bit
made
of a
playoffs,
draft
man.
diff, and yeah, you guys did. I wish you guys could have played playoffs.
Yeah, that was an availability issue, but that was almost our goal from the get-go. As long as we make it playoffs, we've proved everyone wrong.
I do respect you
Levine
guys
money.
just like disallowing other teams to play, and then you just don't play. That is kind of fire.
Yeah.
It was really cool seeing you guys make it to the playoffs, especially after all the heat you guys caught like in the first like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
You're welcome, T-Body, for the 1 billion GP.
1.5.
Funded by Vorkath and Virus.
Legend
yes.
has it
And
that Rafinha's
Alchem.
at the Fires right now on 8 accounts.
I just saw him at the GE begging, actually.
And Barrow's here, yeah. That shit's gotta be rough.
Any change?
I guess just to move on a little bit there, what about changes to potential future fantasies? Would you want to see it happen again? And is there anything that you think would suit the competition style better? Some small or big changes, even?
I think one thing people would like to see is probably a slightly shorter season.
It did feel like it went on
It was kind
forever,
of
and I wasn't even playing.
the thing is like, yeah, I don't think it was like too long, but just the way that the meta is with comps now, it's people are actually just like killing themselves. So after like the first month, maybe a little bit longer, everyone just kind of knew where they were going to sit and whether or not they were going to make playoffs. So everyone just got kind of comfortable. And you can see the matches after that. Like the first 4 weeks are crazy. And then the others are just like everyone's just kind of coasting because they know if they're going to make it or not already.
So maybe just
I
like
think
the way that
bigger
you make it
teams.
to playoffs could be evaluated differently, or like could it be scaled on how badly you beat the other team? That could potentially, or I guess
Yeah, I think
that
there is
skewed to
room
the
for like
bottom.
maybe.
There's a bit of that, like total EHP played a factor in who got like the top seed in the semis and finals.
Yeah, that was pretty important for us to get that, so we could pick the team we picked.
Yeah.
Which was the Plunderers, yeah, because we had inside info that one of their people were down. Like they
So it
couldn't
definitely was
take access.
incentive to like
Yeah,
keep playing even if there
it's
if
pretty
in
important for us to get
loss.
to MVP.
Do you think like breaks between the weeks would be better? Not necessarily like a full week
No.
between.
I don't know.
Well, you're talking
I
about
think
the
just
I think
maybe
season
a
just-
itself,
shorter
so
regular season.
There just needs
I
to
mean,
be
if you
bigger
give the
teams.
breaks, that one thing, yeah, if there was more people, that would help a lot. But also, if you had these breaks, it would just be like even crazier. Like people would just rest up, and then you would just play the top of your draft every week, which I guess kind of already happened. But
I think like
I
almost
think
every
that
team had like a bench issue. So like
Yeah.
like they just like couldn't
Yeah.
rotate any players out or like their top players at all.
there was a lot of
I actually
teams where
don't
the
think that
majority of
has
the
to be
team
an
had to play
issue.
every week.
I think the bench should be smaller, in my opinion. I think some
Okay,
people just
man.
couldn't play. No. Like really, some people just like they wanted to play, but they weren't able to. And I think if you make the bench like smaller, that would make it so more people can play, and like the average hours people do would go down. Like if there was like one bench spot or like two, then I don't know, it would be pretty. Like you'd always have to field more people, and that would basically mean that the average would have to go down because
Bigger
not
team
everyone can like
sizes though.
play full.
Or like
I
bigger
mean,
like
the average would go
bigger
down, but
starters.
your top players would still just have to play the same amount, and then it's basically just comes down to like whose bottom end just drags them further. I don't know if that would help.
Nah, I don't.
It
know
is
about
like that.
that,
Like
maybe,
so much
but
pressure gets put on the people who are like playing the least. I remember like the owner was getting like yelled at in some comms.
yeah, but I don't know.
Well, that's
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
feel like right now
I've
another
always
owner
been
is
saying that. Like you're the end, like the bottom of your draft is the most important. Like I'm talking about like normal comps, like so it
Yeah.
would basically just be like that, but for fantasy, if you had like a smaller bench, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we had a very good draft all the way through, but the way I feel it, like if I look at other teams, like some people who maybe would want to play just wouldn't be able to because there were 5 people who could play more than them. Like that's all I'm saying. I just think that instead of like making everyone be like, okay, you have to be able to play 100 or you just can't play. If there was like a smaller bench instead, I think maybe it would be like like the 80 player would get to play, but I don't know. Maybe it's not the best.
Are you
Yeah, we
saying
would have been able
If
to
you
at
make the
least see
bench
more
bigger, it would
people
just people would
play.
never play. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that'd been nicer to see more involvement from the bench, or just bigger team sizes so we see more players in the match.
I would have just liked to see more people play. I know that's like, people are just going to play their strengths and that's obvious, but like you'd play like the same team and then it would just be the same players every time.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
And maybe some sort of like cool down on players, like you can only play them a certain amount of times or something.
Ooh, that'd be
I
interesting.
I
That's a
actually
good
like
idea.
that idea. I didn't think of that. That's cool.
No, I don't know. It depends. Like should we have to like let's say mid-month rec would Azula have to like go sit out a
No, you
week
can still
just
just
because?
Just
month
Okay,
play.
but it would
record.
be like you have to sit out. Every player has to sit out 1 week, maybe, or something like that, or like
Yeah.
2 weeks. Okay,
That way it
yeah,
follows
maybe.
more like captain strategy, right? Instead of just
I was
being a
about to
person that
say,
just drafted a
yeah,
team. Just
Yeah.
like some thought behind
more
it. I
captain strategy is cool.
think it makes it more interesting.
Yeah, that would make it so maybe one team would like let's say they have an easier matchup, they would like bench like their two best players, and then the other team who like or on paper a worse team could like go all in on that matchup and try to get the win because of
Yeah.
that, like they predicted. Yeah, stuff like that could be cool.
More involvement from the captains would be good as well. I think there were a few captains that were kind of just like hands off from their teams once they drafted them.
Yeah, like they wanted to be a part of the event, which I think is cool, and like obviously like props for stepping up to be a captain. But yeah, I think because they're not playing, it would have been nice to see the captains like still engaged with the matchups. Like sometimes like, yo, we're playing this team next week. Like who? Like all right, don't worry about it. We'll ping you.
Dude, I've heard like stories of people like getting DM'd from their captain that they're starting after they just told their captain that they're working all week. And then they just wake up to a DM saying you're starting.
It's crazy. I do think this fantasy was kind of longer, but honestly, I think the only reason that was like a detriment is just because of like the playoffs, like how you got into playoffs, and like once we got to that certain point in the competition, right? And some teams became like non-competitive, or they felt like they couldn't be competitive anymore. Then we just had like a 3 to 4 week drought of like kind of just whatever matchups, because everyone was like, okay, we're not making it, so like, why die? Which I
It was
understand.
basically already like a 4 week season. It was just like
Yeah,
there was just like that extra like little buffer
Yeah.
almost.
it was like 4 weeks of playing, and then like 4 weeks of off time if you were going to the playoffs.
Yeah, I think previous fantasies were even longer though. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I think it was.
Well, they
for
also
the
just had
entire
like 6
tournament.
million players, right?
Yeah, the draft anyone in the game format is kind of cool. But
What do you guys
at the
think about
same
the
time,
bye
like,
weeks, like before playoffs? Like, do you think it should stay? I kind of like to see almost like just a full blown gauntlet.
Oh, that's crazy, man. I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah, that.
I just realized what you were saying.
Yeah, just straight
I don't know.
like hockey. You just no breaks.
I mean,
Uh,
I would say it could like pressure
Probably not
the
healthy.
captains to play different players, but I don't think it would. I think it would just be the same players, but
You'd have to
doing
suffer twice in a row.
yeah.
Yeah. Like imagine you have to do a 150 into like a 160 almost. Like I don't know.
But I was
I
barely
think
even
that'd be
recovered
really
from
bad. Yeah.
semifinals going into finals. Like, I don't know. It would be
We
interesting,
need to
like if
lower the
that,
hair
like,
to winner top rate.
yeah,
Okay.
it just
if it
gets like
made it
more and more
like,
optimized. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Comps are just like people are gonna push themselves. Like, I don't know how you can like format it to make it like less rigorous to be because it's just been optimized so much.
yeah, they're just ultra competitive. Like, they're so like comps now are crazy. Imagine you just took one of like the like old players and you just dropped them into a comp today.
Put me in. Let me give it a shot.
Batman
Yeah.
zone.
Head will explode.
I don't know if I could ever even do 100 again. I don't know if I'd have
You
it
could do
in me,
100.
man. Well,
Everyone can do anything.
You're gonna
physically, I could do it.
Alex, you're gonna be doing it every week when Sailing comes out. What are you talking?
Are you gonna be there
Yeah,
with me?
exactly.
I'll do it if you do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be there.
We should do a sailing fantasy. It's just
That's gonna be
sailing.
Terry.
And
If anybody
everyone
hasn't
has to have
heard
a
yet,
pirate
Terry is
hat.
gonna be sailing XP.
I actually don't think
You
it's a
heard it
bad
here.
idea to do like skilling, like a specific skill only comp. Like I think that's fun. We
I
used to
think
do
that should be
stuff like
Terry,
that all the
man.
time.
I do not think that would be terrible.
No, it's fun, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
It forces you to do it. Why not? It's more accurate because you're doing the same method, right? You don't have people cheesing with easy skills if everyone has to do the exact same one. I don't think every comp should be that way, but I think the skilling competition should have a lot more variety. Like anyone can set up a comp. You can make it any format, any time, any amount of players that you want. You could make it fucking Herbivore comp if you wanted to. Obviously nobody's gonna do that, but you know what I mean? It's cool to see any sort of variety in skilling comps. I don't think if every comp was a fantasy, people would like it as much. Short
You
comps
guys,
are more fun, typically.
do you guys think people would like a temp check, like the majority of the players who participated in this last fantasy? Do you think they would want to do another one?
Probably
Like, do you
not
think there would be
tomorrow.
interest for another in the future? Well, yeah, it would be far down the line, but
Probably
Like
depends. I
next
mean,
year, you think?
personally, I would love it. But yeah.
You're also a lot younger than most people. It's a
I do
I
think
think
people
people
will
would
down
sign up
skewed
though.
towards
again.
younger people.
Yeah. People always
I
say
think
like
maybe
no,
like
never again during a comp or like after it. But every time when a comp comes around, people like they get the fear of missing out and they just sign up. So we'd definitely get sign-ups if there was another one. And I don't know, maybe it would be a bit less, maybe it would be a bit more, but I don't think there'd be a big difference, to be honest.
everyone
Yeah,
loves
day
comps
3, they're
until
like
they're in one.
unfantasy, like unfantasy me on day 3, and then after it ends, like, oh, that was great. Let's do it again.
I think that format
Run it
should
back.
be more than yearly. Like yearly makes the most sense for a big comp like that.
Yeah.
Then
I
you
mean, if it's
pepper
gonna
in
be
all the
that
fun
crazy,
small
yeah.
ones.
I think people would do fantasy again. I mean, I think the time of year is great. It's summer. A lot of people might have vacation times or just time off, and if not for anything else, it's just something to be a part of in the community that's already kind of tight knit. You know, it's just nice to be a part of something and play in a group, meet new people, train the account.
Yeah, I agree.
I guess we can move on a bit from fantasy here, although the next topic is still skilling competitions, and I feel like do you feel like we've hit all of these points already?
No, I don't think so at all.
Nah, I think we could just go
Favorite
down all of
Memories,
them.
maybe.
Okay, we'll
Wait,
just
we gotta say the favorite memory though.
sure.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
do
yeah,
that
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
good one.
Okay, who wants to start?
I could go first, but it would be from a past fantasy.
I would love
That's
to hear
all right.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the first one that comes to mind isn't actually super skilling related. It's just I was gonna talk about the time that Glads drafted absolutely terrible team specifically to fuck over me and Buat because we were both excited to
Okay.
play. So he drafted Dave first, and then he drafted Pogba at the lowest of Pogba's, and then he drafted me and he drafted Buat, and I forget who else he drafted, but I said we should be the New England Patriots, so we just called ourselves the New England Patriots, and then the fantasy got canceled. But
Oh,
it would have been a great honor to play alongside Unk and Pogba. Personally, I would have loved that. The older ones, honestly, they were so
why
long
did it get
ago, I
canceled?
can barely remember. I think they got canceled because Ryan fucked. No, actually, no. Ryan had drafted two terrible fantasy teams previously. This was the first time he drafted a good team, and then it got canceled. Someone in the chat could probably remember why it got canceled. I honestly don't remember. All of this is so long ago. Maybe if there's like maybe Puff would know. I don't know if he was there or not. Someone might know, but that's a small one. Anything else would just be pure like brain rot 4 a.m. Discord calls. You know, like that's what fantasy's
The
all
best.
about for me.
Yeah.
So, or just any sleep dep comp that I previously played in. It was always about the boys in Discord. Just you guys have much more fresh memories of that. So. Anyone can go
Spooky, what was your
first.
favorite memory?
I don't think it's like a specific moment or something like that. It's more like I remember like the beginning of fantasy pretty well, just like being dogged on in the draft analysis and then turning back to our team Discord, and we were like fired up and like, yeah, let's show them. Let me at them. Let's like go into the first week and just show them like that we're not a complete pushover of a team. And then we were able to put up decent numbers and actually like have a good shot at winning, although we didn't win. But
Yeah, you were able to get Poppy to sleep deprived. That's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
yeah,
Christmas miracle.
yeah, that was a nice like memory I have of that. Like it felt like we all believed that we still could pull through, and there was no like doubt within the team.
Yeah.
Too bad the chickens got him.
Yeah,
Dude, those
bro,
chickens actually
that's
MVP'd that comp.
Yeah, the
Unchicken
star.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
if
got
anyone-
chickened.
Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, I think it was maybe the first week, he did granite for a 6 hour, and then mid 6 hour, he had to feed his chicken, so he hopped to a star without realizing that would fuck his 6. And then he asked Michael to unchicken him instead of saying fix my 6 hour, so it never got fixed. But yeah.
Michael would have
Didn't
figured
he-
like he deserved that. Like he just
He did
logged
deserve
out.
it.
Like that's not even like a disconnection.
I feel like most people would have lied and said, yo, I DC. But yeah,
I mean, yeah, I definitely would have.
I'm not admitting to anyone I fucking fucked my team because of chickens.
Yeah. Not
The
because
last thing I would say is I just hopped for a star.
Yeah, forward to
Yeah.
my
and it
chickens.
fits.
Yeah.
On
He's just a
chicken.
moral and honest player. He would never
It was like
cheat.
3 hours into,
True.
I think.
Yeah, it was true.
Yeah, I remember I think it was Static said in our VC like, oh, Poppy just logged out, and we're all like, oh, he's just trolling. He's just trolling. And then in the fantasy general, just chaos.
It was so funny because he told Michael to unchicken him, and Michael somehow thought that he meant like he wants his collection logs like added back to his temple page.
I was about to say that earlier. Dude, everything about that is just so funny. Like, he loses his 6 hour because of chickens, and then he ended up just getting his
Losing his
collection log on his
temple
page
page.
change.
Yeah, and then Michael's like, done? No, you're not done. You didn't do it.
Looks better.
Yeah. That was beast.
I think for me, like favorite memory was either that like end part of the first week where like everyone from the team was like in call, like waiting to see what the result would be, or we had like some like movie nights with darts and also with Levine once he joined us at like the final portion. Yeah, Oomphy Bloomfy came in to like do a bit of cheerleading at the end.
Yeah, I mean,
I
for
think-
me, go ahead, Nico.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say for me personally, I have a lot of great memories just talking with the boys and trolling for like 30 hours at a time. But I think one thing that sticks with me is like week 1 when we were really pushing for the like last 6 hour. We were all just like completely out of our minds. We were sitting in voice just trying to keep each other awake. At one point, we had PVM items turn on his or stream his game. So anytime his cursor stopped moving, we all just started shouting at him. That was pretty beast. Yeah, I think just chatting with the boys.
Depriving sleep with the boys.
Doing a little sleep deprivation with the boys.
I have like three really standout memories. One is Levine on the first week, joining our VC and streaming the
Oh
CAs
my god, bro!
and doing
How could I
Willy Slayer.
forget?
Yeah, that was just pinnacle of fantasy right there. That was number one. Number two, like Necro said, like the final 6 hours. I feel like that was like a special time for us. Like we usually like give a speech to the boys beforehand, and like we would just like
Oh yeah.
those speeches are crazy. I like give a speech, and like I don't know, like we always came together no matter what on the very last six, and like we always spent like that last six together, just like really pushing to finish together. That was awesome. And I guess like the week 4 win against the Fossil Island Fiends, that week was kind of like a tornado of things happening, and just the
That
fact
was
that
a bit
like
of a special week, you could say.
yeah, it was a special week, and then we finished with the win on that, and like Spooky and Pyro just made these crazy German inspired videos that really gassed us up.
Oh, what does that mean? German inspired.
We don't need to get into that.
I've already been banned on Twitch 5 times, bro. We don't need to happen again.
No,
in
no.
real time.
Well,
It's not been banned.
this is not your Twitch account, so you can't.
You down?
Especially no, I'm saying you especially shouldn't get banned.
Oh.
Right now.
Oh, true. Yeah, just like some really like yeah, whatever. They made like some propaganda, and like that really gassed us up, and it was just stupid. Like we're just in the moment, sleep deprived, like just dropping these videos. I feel like we just played to drop these like videos that got made, and I don't know. It was like a really big win for us, and we were super hyped about that. It was a lot of
Dude,
fun.
literally the tick that match ended, there was like 12 videos dropped.
Yeah.
It was actually
Like,
crazy.
we
I
just won
remember
the
seeing
Super
that.
Bowl or something.
Yeah, if I'm gonna add to my moment once more, like those making those videos and like those hype videos of like the important matchups was so super fun, and sharing those and
Killed it
laughing.
on that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
shout out to
I
all
remember
the orphans we got, man.
Legit. Spooky, Pyro, Labong, just staples now of SSL Cord.
Yeah. I had a lot of I have a lot of memories, to be honest. I feel like the experience as a whole is just kind of like one big memory. But I'd say like getting to know the people on my team and like initially talking to them, you were obviously like a bit like, oh, I don't know these people, or like, I don't know every one of them, and just I don't know, talking to them and like learning more about them and just realizing everyone's like a, I don't know, you just like them as a person. So it's just cool getting to know new people, and then obviously winning was really fun. For a specific memory, I would say like when the winner dot thing got discovered, bro. We were all in voice, we were all fuming. That was pretty funny. Like in the finals, everyone was so mad. I just remember being, oh my god, I haven't been that mad in a while, bro. I was like pissed. That was pretty funny. And yeah,
good.
I'm glad you guys are mad.
just being, it's just out of their mind. Just I don't know. In the
Yeah, I feel
VC.
like during that last match, I was actually just like watching everyone around me get like 1.3. Like, what was the scaling for that, bro?
Yeah, I mean it was.
Like both teams. I'm pointing at you too, bro.
Oh, that it's not the same, bro. It is not
Oh,
the
okay.
same.
Dude.
I'm sorry.
There's like people like smoking bongs on the docks getting like 1.6, and I'm actually just like raping my hands getting
1.6,
like
man.
1-to-1.
1.06, okay? Winter Todd is 1.6.
Okay, well, I was
not
not doing
1.6,
winter
I
Todd,
tried.
so don't at me.
I mean,
Nah, it was fun.
it was fun, yeah.
A couple of little bonus memories that came to my mind after Floral shared is I really liked when Levine was sharing his a little bit of Slayer and Clue Scrolls. There was one moment where he was trying to unlock. Well, he was trying to extend Iraq sites, but he like CS:GO flicked his mouse and misclicked and extended Vires or something. That was pretty cool.
Oh, misclick.
And then
We had like no Slayer points to start with.
yeah, he had like 30 points after that, so that was sick. Also,
Was that
when
good
you started
money?
doing Clue Scrolls, and anytime a player would show up, his Wilderness player alarm would actually just paint his entire screen red. And I don't mean like the default red, for the listeners. It was actually like Alpha 255, like no
Like not
transparency,
opaque
fully
at all.
red.
Yeah.
Completely
Yeah, like
You can't
fully
see the
red,
other
like
tick.
It's like he's
How do
getting
you even
blindfolded every
see?
tick.
You just can't fucking see
You
anything?
don't. He doesn't.
I'm like, we can't help you.
What a guy. You said that was Levine?
Yeah,
Uh,
that was Levine.
was
Yeah,
Levine.
That guy takes the short bus to school for sure. I can tell you that.
I can't wait for him to unburn though.
you need to come back to the SS Cord Levine. I'm calling you
Yeah.
out right now.
Fire the bat symbols.
The porch light is on, and I am inside waiting for you.
Ooh, oomphy.
That sounds kind of intimate. Oh my god, okay, I see the GIF that Halcyon just
Dude,
posted.
that get
Okay, you said there was zero open. Shit, I don't know. Yeah,
No,
There's not
look
much
closely.
capacity.
Look
there's
closely.
not. Okay.
No, Alex, I've seen the
you're right.
plugin.
You're
It
right. You're right.
was
You're
at
right.
255.
No,
Zero.
I see it. I see it. That's insane. This guy's a.
It's
He's
kind of
just
like
still trying to click in it.
like that
Yeah.
modifier on Osu that like hides the stuff like after
Oh,
you like
yeah.
see it. It's kind of like that, but for
What the
RuneScape,
fuck?
you just have to remember where everything is.
What is wrong with
Crazy,
this
yeah.
guy?
All right, well, nobody can see this, so we should probably move on.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Well, no, I'm not gonna pull it up. I was gonna say I could, but that. Never
Jamie,
mind.
pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. Jamie. Did you find that in fantasy you had like methods being pushed or anything new come out? I don't know. I heard something about the winter tod.
Ooh,
I'm not completely
Florals.
familiar,
Yeah.
but for me,
Florals needs to take this one.
just real quick in our first fantasy that I managed, it was the first week and prayer was set to Dragon Bones at the time. That tells you how fucking old this is. And Thurko was doing Chaos Altar Superior Dragon Bones, and he was just getting over 2-1, right? So we masked up and we fucking hit him at the Chaos Altar, and he had Rot protecting him because he was on the same team as Tom DeBomb. So we all pulled up with water sticks and like 10 casts of Ice Barrage, and we fucking beat the fuck out of Thurko. We got like literally everyone in TeamSpeak to pull up. We had like 30 people just log in under him and mass up at the Chaos Altar. Is hilarious. And then after that, to respond to like the over 1-1, we started doing ZMI runners, and that was the start of like runner rune crafting. And believe it or not, one of the first people to do runner rune crafting was Fury Lord. So there you go. That's Fury Lord, the
White boy
meta,
goes
meta
gorilla
pusher.
to Rack City.
Yeah, White boy goes gorilla to Rack City. Jamie, link that in the chat for the viewers.
Pull it up, Jamie. Yeah, talking about methods being pushed, tell us a bit about the genesis of that winter tod method, Florals.
Well, like, first of all, like, the big changes to Wintertot was they added another Wintertot designated world for like all the WoW players that started. And then obviously like the new fletching knife, but it's really the world that's pretty big. So it kind of started with that, like the rates getting absurd. I think was it 420k? The butchers would definitely know. They were
Yeah,
vultures
that
on
was
that rate. It's 420k, and I would say like you're pretty comfortably with just two clients getting like between 460 and 480k. And then once these bastards started trying to get me nerfed to 440k, we then developed another method using like 4 ults and non-designated Wintertop worlds. And you kind of like pre-start it and all that, but it's about like 525k an hour, which we tracked. It's about like it's about a 1.3.
Okay.
It's a really fun method.
It's just like lines, bro. You're basically getting lines XP of winter tod. Like,
Yeah,
what is that, man?
It's like 80 pet rolls an hour. It's actually a really fun method. But
Did you record it? Do you have a video of it?
Yeah, I do.
Link me. I want to see. I'll watch
The
after.
guide will be coming.
Let me
Hitler
just peep
Todd, I think
peep a
it's
video.
coined.
Well, I don't know if we're allowed to mention Big H's name on Twitch, but
Oh,
It's just
yeah. Sorry.
Big H tot.
I don't know.
And we have a question about that. I think it's
I mean,
fine.
we'll discuss it
I've said
later.
it on stream quite a bit.
We'll get into that. Yeah.
We have a colloquial term for him. It doesn't have to be his full name. You don't gotta drop the govy on Big H.
Yeah, full government for Big H is crazy, man.
Anyway, actually, time to move on from that specific person. We're done with favorite memories, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I do feel like we've discussed a lot of this just in passing so far,
Yeah. Let me see.
but we can still bring it up, and if you feel like you've already commented too much, we don't need to spend too much time on it. But
I think we should hit the first and
the first
the
one for
last
sure.
one.
Okay,
Like,
so yeah, because the second one we definitely did talk about. So we'll
I
start.
mean, the
yeah,
second
yeah.
part of that one we could do maybe. The second part of the second question. The how do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
deal
true.
with sleep deprivation?
Yeah, we'll get there. That's a good point.
Yeah.
So we'll just start with your feelings on the current state of skilling competitions. What do you like and dislike about it, and any new formats you'd like to see? I'll go first actually because this is something that we always wanted to do, but it was brought up somewhat recently to me that like a World Cup format would be really cool. Uh, similar to
Like
football, but
regional teams.
yeah, regional teams. It doesn't work perfectly. Obviously, it's going to be skewed to
Yeah.
certain countries, but it would still be cool to get everyone involved.
I agree.
I think most of the big countries can at least put forward like a very strong four stack, which would just be fun to see.
Agreed.
Because wouldn't it feel great to say like, oh, my country actually is the best at this game?
Yeah, I think next year's the World Cup too. So maybe
I
no
think
fantasy will be Worlds.
Yeah.
doing it at the same time would be awesome. But the World
Would
Cup
it,
format would be really exciting, I think.
would that be like a week then? Like a week, a team of 4 playing a week comp? I
It
feel like
would
that
be
would
a
be the.
couple weeks because you have to have a bracket,
Oh, a
right?
couple of weeks.
And
Okay.
I feel like for countries like the
If it-
U.S., maybe you could have USA A and USA B, like big countries that have, a
Yeah.
lot of players to put forward. But just in general, I think the World Cup format is one that I would like to see done eventually when it gets around to it.
Maybe you could even like, if you wanted to, maybe you could have bigger countries, but like group regions. I don't know how many people would be fine with it, but like have like Scandinavia, have like
Well,
I don't
those
know,
are different
like
countries.
parts of Europe, Yeah, I know, but
Group together.
like yeah, if you don't want to have it
okay.
like 4 people per team is very like small teams if it's multiple weeks, at least in my opinion. Like
Yeah,
I
but there
don't
would
know.
be breaks between it. It would have to all be ironed out. If it was only four people, you would obviously have to have breaks, but you'd have to wait and
Yeah,
see how many people want to come forward. Like I don't know if you can make a full fucking team from Lithuania, Like that's not going to happen.
I mean, yeah, not every country would.
But it would just be yeah, so you see how many people you have from your country that would be interested and then you can enter as a country, I guess, and then if you have to group up regions, that makes sense too. Just to get more people
Yeah,
involved.
maybe like because like some people are like from countries where there's only like one player or whatever, so then maybe you would have to like have them like join a team of a country that's close, if like with the permission of the country, maybe. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because especially when you get into some of those European countries, you really wouldn't want to be associated with some of the other European countries if you're from the East in
Yeah,
particular. But
yeah.
I think, like, we're not going to see a Yugoslavia team probably. But who knows? That'd be fun. See what happens.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Didn't Yugoslavia get dissolved and
Well, that's what I
Cold War?
mean. The people in
Yeah,
the
it
former
did.
Yugoslavic countries probably wouldn't want to play together. It was an example.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
And like
Are there any skillers
I
from
don't.
there?
Well, there's got to be,
Yeah.
right? There's some.
Like,
There's
no,
got to be some.
I don't think so. Not a lot, at least.
Yeah, it would mainly probably be like the UK, Finland, the US, Canada could maybe put a decent team together.
Sweden.
Sweden, of course.
Portugal, Spain
sneaking
combo.
I
on
mean,
the Portugal.
we would win, so that'd be pretty beast.
Oh, I think the US
And
would
we're gonna
win.
end up on Portugal team
I think
with
the
Bob.
US team would win and it wouldn't even be close.
I just stood up and started saluting when you said that.
I'm not even
Sorry,
American. I think
Because
it's just
Start seeing the
obvious.
Pledge of Allegiance.
You guys have
Okay,
too
it is
many
not
good
obvious.
players. It kind of is, man, unfortunately.
No, I think
No.
Sweden would win easy, or maybe Britain.
Okay, yeah.
Induct
name one other Swedish player.
Inducted.
Yeah, dude, Inducted just got 99
Link's
agility.
Yeah, Inducted is playing.
He's coming back.
Inducted and then CC9, bro. Get that guy. Yeah, Inducted would come back, bro. Oh.
Actually, 69 and Seek. Yeah, you could get
Yeah.
Seek.
Okay, maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
Yo,
I'd
Seek.
I'll go to his house, bro. If that guy trolls, I'll fucking kill him. I'll die
He'll
for my
go to you,
country.
man. Don't
Dude,
worry,
he
he'll
is
go to
already
you.
on the way to you. I would check what's on your door.
I don't mind, bro. Give a pint.
I think it would be US and Finland, and everything else would just be like so far behind.
What about UK, bro? Like Enjoys, Azula.
The UK would have a really
Who
good team.
else?
And
Bales
Bales.
is there.
Yeah.
Gibberish and Swift.
Enjoys,
Lem.
Azula, and Bales.
Wait, Patty
That's a
though.
good team. Yeah, Paddy.
Okay.
Patty, United Kingdom, Puff too.
I think you
Well,
would
I don't
definitely
wanna say
you
United
would
Kingdom, but-
you would definitely get people to come out of the woodwork for a World Cup
yeah.
though. Like that's about your
I'd get
heritage
inducted.
and your pride. So I think more people would be willing to come out of
Yeah.
retirement and play for something like that. Even if just for a week.
Yeah, well,
New Zealand could definitely put up some competition as well.
New Zealand is just
Yeah, for sure.
Seth
They
in it
have
by himself.
Scott.
Filmmaker, Skux, and Moses.
Yeah. And
Yeah, only Sam.
only
God, bro.
Sam's.
Wow.
For the only Sam's.
I'm putting a house
Only
on that
Sam's.
team.
Give him nightmares on scaling.
I was about to say it depends on the scaling. If it's anything like how scaling has been, they'll do just fine.
Another cool comp format that Pyro mentioned was like a Civil War comp. So you draft like half of the clan. So two teams, half on each side, and it's everyone, and this is the total for a week or a month or however long.
Like Confederates versus the Union.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would love to be a
Let's go.
Confederate personally, but we'll have to wait and see.
Would it be like just like a draft?
Yeah, well, it could
just
be a
two
draft or it's
captains,
just
or-
divvied up. But I think a draft is always the most fun way to do it. The best way to
I think
get
it would have to
community
be a
involvement.
draft.
So you draft the entire
Yes.
fucking clan, and then
What if you enlist as a Confederate or a Union member?
well, if you enlist, I
That's
think you'd have a
crazy.
pretty big skew towards the Confederacy, I imagine. And we probably can't use the battle flag for any graphics, but
I got one of my $5. We can use
Oh,
it.
we can. We can.
maybe the minion one. Have you guys seen the minion battle flag?
Oh, can you post it?
Yeah, I'm finding it.
I'm,
Oh, I
I'm
got
too
it.
European.
This one. This is sick. We could
Pull it
probably
up,
use.
Jamie.
I almost just sent it to someone. That would be really weird out of context. This one. We pull up with that. Flying that flag.
Okay.
But yeah, just a Civil War comp. That's the concept. That's the entire point of that, and that's all I have to say for comp. Okay. The best part
little bit
about
more,
the
Alex.
podcast is when people can't see what we're looking at.
Yeah, I was about to say we need to keep
Yeah,
talking.
we gotta get moving.
Yeah,
A
like
format that is pretty simple that I would like, but I don't think is possible currently with the scaling balance is a 30-hour, like a day comp.
Yes,
That would be
I
fun
agree.
for like records, and it wouldn't even have to be like, I guess, that serious, because I think like right now if you did a day comp it would just be kind of fucked. Like you're basically just you do like whatever's over, otherwise you lose. So
Yeah, I think with like decent scaling, like I think 72-hour comps, like personally, just like they're not my favorite thing. But I like the idea of a 30-hour because like now we're kind of promoting like potential 6-hour records being broken and day records being broken. And then if the player wants to
it's hard
continue
to do
on
a
with the
6
week,
hour
it's
in a
like
comp,
you had to.
but yeah. But yeah, what if you paired that with like someone said earlier that you wanted to have like a skill comp. What if you did like a 30-hour, but you can only do like one skill or maybe like 2 or 3? That way, like you don't have to factor in every single different method available.
Yeah,
Like you could do like mining,
that'd be
for
cool.
example. That's the same for like multiple game modes. I don't know. It just wouldn't be a difference.
Mining day comp. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it
Shout
would
out to
be.
my guys.
Maybe
You would
not.
factor
Maybe
it
they
in if you
wouldn't be
had
that
to,
many
though.
participants, though. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, for a mining day comp, you're gonna have a
Feel
hard
like
time.
I mean, I would like it, but yeah, with 5.
I
so
think the best
who
way
knows?
to launch that kind of thing would be with sailing, though, because everyone's gonna be excited to do it.
yeah.
So doing like a pure
You do,
sailing comp
like-
would be fun.
It's
you
gonna be
lose
sick,
players
man.
if it's like not EHP because people have like Snowflake game modes. People.
I spit on them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yup.
AoE.
Talk your shit.
AoE spit.
AoE spit. You got a wet mouth.
AoE loogie.
Yeah, it's been said.
I hope it has.
What other formats would be cool? Like I was thinking about this one. I wrote it down, and I don't know. There's just not too many. Like, there's been some ideas, like the whole World Cup. I've definitely heard that been talked about. Has there been any other like formats that people have been talking about?
I don't know if it like
Maybe-
counts as a. Go ahead, Halcyon.
So I might like butcher parts of this, but Making Tiara proposed this idea of like a comp where people like submit 6 hours like over the course of a week. So like whichever like sort of like a like King of the Skill sort of competition. But you like would try and like get like the most competitive 6 hour or whatever.
Sounds very familiar
See that?
to our idea.
You're in the
Like
void,
Lars.
Spooky. Try again.
Yeah, what was that?
Oh, sorry. Hello.
You cut out a lot. Yeah. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah, you're fine now.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot like an idea we have talked about, like 6 hour Saturdays. I guess the code word has been
Yeah.
just like a period of time where you just record or do a 6 hour and try to improve it and post your best one.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
something that Spooky and I have talked about like a lot, and like we're interested in, at least for the clan. Like, we always just said like, there'll be like whatever start time that like Spooky and I would like join VC or whatever, just to like kind of keep VC active and also just get people to do something as a clan, like get more clan involvement. Because like as we all know, like skilling can kind of just be like a one-man army kind of situation. But just like it's a good way if you want to start doing comps, you don't know how to 6 hour, like it's a good starting base for like some newer people getting into like skilling post max. But also I like the idea of promoting like breaking 6 hour records, because like I think people's biggest issue potentially with competitions is the sleep deprivation, or feeling like I don't want to join this comp because I can't do a 120. I'm going to be ragging my team. Whereas this format's kind of like, nah, like everyone's got 6 hours on a Saturday, come in, like lock in for 6, get like nice little 6 hour on your temple for the day, like feel productive, make some gains, and just like hang out. And I think that's a good way to go about it for competitive 6 hours and just like for social.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe
It'd
good
be
for
good
VC
for.
as well.
I think one of the
Yeah,
main
it-
points of comps is the social aspect, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's a good way
It's
to
not-
get like new players into the VC, and also like Plural said, like learning how to six, because I feel like that's something when people are getting into comps, it's like actually kind of like people. I don't know. I feel like they have like trouble doing like the data points or whatever.
I was terrified. I mean,
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I remember helping you with it and like trying to explain
Yeah.
it. It's like it would just be so much easier if like there was a time where everyone just like was doing it together, you know?
Yeah, you can just ask questions freely, like, because I've only played in 2 comps, so like I can't speak too much on like formats because I'm just so new to comps. But like I remember, yeah, before Terry, I was like, "Yo, so 6 hours, I have no idea. Can you help me?" And it's like sometimes people aren't going to take that initiative. It can be hard to send that message or even to voice it. But hopefully, like if these things do like get off the ground, like 6 hour Saturdays, it can be a place where people are like, "I want to learn how to 6 hour. I want to go for this record. Help." And it's like there's so many people in this community are really good resources. It's just sometimes hard to ask.
It's really not that
Yeah.
complicated too. Like people make it sound like so much more complicated than it is.
Yeah, it's not. There's like a 1.5 hour video on how to do it. And it's
Oh
just
my
like, it's just
lord.
doing way.
Crazy.
Won't
You could
say
do a
by
30
who,
second
but
video. Yeah, it's
yeah, I was about to say, like,
video.
you click this button and then you log out, bro.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
As long as you click the button before you log out, you'll have a 6 hour.
Yeah, it's like the most simple thing, but people are just scared about it because, like, I don't know, when you're like brand new, like the idea of like losing your 6 and like ragging a team or something can be a little
Yeah.
spooky.
Yeah, the first 6 hour I ever did was 5 EHP in a dining room chair. That shit was
That's
you gotta
fair.
like hang up
What'd
from
you
the
do?
streets. It was prayer. It was 5F of
Oh,
prayer in the dining room chair. That shit was
let's
hella
go.
uncomfortable. Like what, like a wooden dining chair?
Yeah, I remember doing the first 6 hour, like 6ing into a comp. I was actually just sweating bullets. I was like, dude, I'm about to like miss the XP drop or something.
Talking about the 6 hour Saturday thing, what if the person who like got like the most impressive 6 or whatever got like 2 rolls in the Monday post? Maybe that would be unfair, but I don't know.
No,
Could be a
that's
way
not.
to like
That's
incentivize
definitely
people
not
further.
unfair because there's like
No,
70
that's totally
entries.
fine.
I think that could
Yeah.
be because Kavo mentioned like giving them a special role, and maybe that could also be something you do. You give them the role, and then you also like so they're like higher up on the Discord, and then you also maybe spin them twice because we got
Oh,
spun twice, for
yeah.
example, when we won fantasy, and that's like a way to get incentivize people to game and to be social and just have fun.
Yeah, I guess it's not. It doesn't really harm anything to have them be higher in the Discord for a week if it's a rotating role.
Yeah, exactly, something like that. I
It
don't
just
know.
has to be below
Could be.
moderator, really. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. Could be.
You get like bragging rights for
Yeah.
the week, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
for
Kinda cool, you know?
it's just for a week, so unless you win every week,
If you
in which case maybe we
if
gotta
you're getting bullied
revisit
for
I
it.
being
feel
like
like there
low,
would
you
be
can
one
like
person, yeah.
yeah. I don't know. Could be fun.
Anything to incentivize like social
Yeah.
gatherings is a really good thing for just any clan.
Yeah.
So
It's like if everyone's
It's
doing like mining 6, it's like, and then Unreal's doing it. It's like, yo, Unreal, like you're getting this rate, like I'm falling behind. Like any pointers? It's like also a good way to learn and get better at methods. Could be
Yeah.
Yeah,
potentially.
for
I
sure.
mean, especially like if you're like, yeah, it depends like how many people like being VC and stuff. But yeah, I
True.
totally agree. I could totally see myself like not being the most talkative if I'm like going for like them mining 6, you know, and like I'm 4 hours in and I'm pacing. I'd probably just be that fun, but
You just definitely at that
yeah,
point. At the
for
first
sure.
hour,
But
just
you
kind
can
of
like be
Watch the
screen sharing
space.
and stuff as well, and just like people watching, and it could just be a fun thing, cheering you on even
to
though
be
you
going
don't
for
see
like
it.
a rank 1-6 as well. Just like getting some 6 hours on the board is good.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
sometimes a lot of 6
Yeah.
hours have a bit of RNG. Even if the methods aren't
Mhm.
the most RNG, it's like there's RNG on how well you perform. There's RNG like for mining, it's just the rocks you get. Sometimes you just play better than other days, and the rate depends on RNG. So doing more 6s, you have a bigger chance of getting like a really good 6 that you're proud of. So doing it every week, like I think the chance is like 17%. So it would take like 5-6 weeks if someone did it every single time and they're really good at mining to get the thing, get the 6 hour.
Yeah. If it were like
I think
different
that's
skills
good.
as well, you could have it would be good motivation for people to try methods that if they haven't before. So
Yeah,
I'm always keen for that.
Yeah, I'm really happy that you guys are interested and people in chat also.
Yeah.
We've been thinking about it a lot, so maybe we actually should try it out.
Yeah, we talked about it
It's
for like
even
what,
good to
4
like
weeks now.
Yeah, like
have
so
someone
long.
like be like dominating the competition. Like I remember like tournament was like winning like all of the month comps and like people would like occasionally like try and like go like super hard to like do like a bigger month for like
yeah.
the tweet or whatever.
It could be similar. I think that's sick. Uh, Cavo mentioned like the hype when someone gets it in like VC,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah, that'd be
kind
so
of
good.
reminds me because before fantasy there was another week comp like Solace Summer, and I had a filmmaker on my team, and he entry fragged the fishing 6 hour into the comp. And I remember him joining VC, and it was
beast.
so sick, just like hearing him like be happy. Everyone was like congratulating him and stuff. And I could imagine it would be a similar vibe to that, where everyone's just happy for everyone else making progress, and just would just be a cool, fun thing.
For
Roar
sure.
of the crowd, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to see how
Did
big
I
the demand is
remember
and stuff.
that Unreal that he just
Yeah,
like Dropped that. It was insane. It was like a 6.7 or something. Just right into the
Yeah,
comp.
yeah.
Do you
Yeah, it
think
would be cool to see people get into some 6 hours.
I have one more thing for comps, but it's not about the format. If I can just take it real quick.
Of course,
I
yeah.
think. Okay, I just gotta complain about the starting time of every comp, man. It's really fucked for Europeans, I think, and I think we gotta make something about it because a lot of the people competing are European, and starting at 8. If you want to get a good record, starting at 8 p.m. is not viable for everyone. If I gotta wake up at 8 p.m. and I try to stay up for like 40 hours, it's just like I'm probably awake 7 hours before the comp starts, and that just kind of rapes the entire thing. So I think it's important to find a good middle ground.
Like, are you saying like the start time for like the Terry?
The start time for the Terry was really a lot better for most people, I think, except for the Australians. I think a lot of like NA people also like the Terry start time. So the only people complaining are gonna be
It was
the Aussies.
different. It was like
yeah, but
I think
it's
it was
like
like 5
terrible for
a.m.
us.
for
So I
me,
feel
but
like we need something that everyone can play, but it's like I don't know. We just need to find a middle ground where not one region is getting like really fucked and everyone else is happy. Especially when that region is like the biggest for comps.
I mean,
I think we have like it's like at least
we don't need to get into that, but yeah, I think there is room to talk about the start time for sure. But
yeah, okay. I just needed to bring it up because I couldn't have it unsaid. But
yeah, fair enough.
Should we move on just with the dealing with sleep deprivation in comps? Is that you?
Yeah, so
Well,
like
Unreal said we should still touch on that.
Yeah, so the hours are crazy. So do you guys have any little tricks or advice for people with dealing with the sleep deprivation? That's unfortunately kind of a necessary part of comps today. Well, always has been, but even more so.
It's so much worse than it used to be, or better, however you want to look at it.
I don't think it's even necessarily like a bad thing. Like sleep deprivation can be like really fun, like short term.
Really
Like
fun.
it's not like everything is like really like funny and stuff. Like when you're like you just like laugh over like stupid shit, and it's like a lot of like ups and downs, but it's still like pretty fun to like especially like pushing yourself and like optimizing like the amount of time that you're like spending getting the best rates. You like feel like super productive with your time. And for like tips, I would say you should eat food because like a lot of people will like stay up and like not eat anything and they'll just like crash super hard.
Well, it
Yeah, if
also
you're one of
depends
those
on what
comp
you
players
eat
who's
too.
just But I mean, if you're eating nothing and you're like not drinking water, like you are trolling, gang.
You need to hydrate really well, and you need to avoid usually like bread and stuff like that just ends up crashing you later because your sugar spikes and then it goes down.
Yeah.
So there's
Well, it's not even like really like the carbs. It's just like people will eat like one massive meal and that's like where all their energy comes from, and then they won't eat at all after that, and then so then they crash because like they have like one big spike and then they're just eating nothing for the rest of the day.
Well, there are definitely better
I think
foods to eat.
generally, well, yeah, I'm not saying you should just be eating whatever. Like you
Like
should
gummies.
be conscious of what you're eating, but you should, yeah. But you should honestly, like, it's kind of rag, but have like smaller but like more frequent meals is my advice.
I mean, for fantasy, like the first couple weeks, I was destroyed by sleep dep. But then, like for finals, I had a pretty good plan. I made 30 turkey sandwiches and 21 peanut butter and jellies. And having those with a mini fridge right behind me was pretty goated with 60 bottles of water. And then the next part of that plan is to make an Ironman. You get 2 comps to do winter tot in with splash top.
God, bro.
And you can do, well, I did a 149.86, but you could probably do a 150. But real talk, like, yeah, staying hydrated, eating. I used hydration tablets for like that marathon runners use for like the last week, and that was really big on keeping me hydrated and well. And I'd say the first couple weeks I drank too many energy drinks. Where in the finals where I did almost drop that 150 until I got cocked on my scaling. I probably only drank 2. It was just mainly liquids. So I think being conscientious of your caffeine intake too.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
I
you
important.
need
gotta
to
say,
time it. If you're gonna
Yeah.
do caffeine, you need to like time it. Like,
yeah. I think I would say like I have 3 things. The first one would be like make sure that like you you make sure you sleep. It sounds very contradictory, but the problem is if you're just getting like 0.9 and you're just trolling, you're getting the most dog shit rates, just doing some dog shit method, getting under, then a lot of the time it is actually just a bit better to like sleep 1.5, sleep 2, sleep 3. I don't know. Like you gotta know yourself and you gotta know what works for you, and that takes time obviously. So like your first comp, you're not gonna know everything, like how to do it like optimally, but like you gotta plan your sleep and you have to sleep. You can't just think, oh, I'm just gonna stay up like for this long. Uh, because like you probably need some sleep, just obviously not a lot. And I would also say another thing is you gotta want it. Like I think everyone can do like a 155, a 160, probably even. It just you have to want it. You have to wanna kill yourself and you have to wanna suffer. And if you're like I don't know, like I mean obviously I I failed my goal, but I just remember being like pacing the 150, being up for like 20 hours and just doing mining and just loving it. It's just it feels so fun to like suffer. It's you're overcoming something and it's just you have to I think you have to be the kind of person that just I don't know, you need to want it. That's like the the main thing. You need to
no,
want it
I
enough to
agree.
do
Yeah,
it.
I think what like
you need
also
to
Unreal
like
was saying
want to
there
push
is
yourself for sure.
Yeah.
setting a goal too. Like Unreal set a goal, and like that setting of the goal just is so motivating. If you can really focus on that.
I'd say also like little intermittent goals as well. Like maybe if you're just starting, like saying, okay, I want to do like a 150, and then like your only thing in your mind like every day is just that 150. Like you need to kind of like dissect it a little bit and like what you're gonna do each day and how you're gonna plan your sleep. It's one of those things where it's different for everybody, and you're not gonna really know like what works for you as far as like a sleep schedule and like how long you can stay up until you try it. But you need to have like a goal of like what you're gonna do every day, I would say.
Yeah. What works for me, I'm not like a huge sleep dipper. Most I've done is probably like a 30 plus, less than a 40. But what works for me is like going in VC and talking. There was also a fantasy week where I did a stream middle of the night, trying to like uh, get do some hours for my team, and that helped a lot. There were some people in my stream that somehow just like I didn't feel tired at all there and just played through the night. Just stay busy, whatever like makes you alert, talking to people or like
Well,
doing something.
it's about engagement, right? So
Yeah,
as long as your brain is engaged. So obviously, granted, just for example, that's very click intensive, but you're not really engaged in your brain when you're like actively playing, especially super deep into a session. But if you're engaged mentally, like either you're watching something or you're talking to people, you're going to be a lot more present and your clicks are just going to be better because you're more awake and alert. Especially, again, once you get really deep into like a long session without a lot of sleep. So you have to keep your mind active. And then obviously, like Florals was saying, the prep is really important too. I don't know if I would need 30, well, 51 sandwiches in the mini fridge, but that can't go
60
too
bottles of
wrong.
water.
I love that you had like marathon runner hydration capsules, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's
really
I
Yeah.
good.
actually did not know you did that.
Did
You're
you should
crazy.
have brought the like the carb gels and everything too. Wear some hokas at the
You know what, dude?
desk.
I
Just
had
be
that, and then
ready.
Bree gave me like facial mist. So every time I get tired, I just mace myself with this, and just immediately awake.
Dude, you should have had some smelling salts at the desk too.
I think that's next comp. Yeah.
Ooh,
Don't
salts.
don't 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 because if you get it like if you use that too much you'll fry your fucking brain.
Oh,
I
Shoot
think
me up
Be
into the record.
frying your brain,
but you will,
but
so
if
it's worth it.
but if you don't do it too much,
Just a
in
little bit.
moderation.
picturing like the
I think.
glory is like a good way to keep yourself motivated as well. Like Unreal in the last week was saying like he was like imagining like people like making like LeBron edits of him like sculling. And that shit's like so real.
That
Like,
is crazy, bro.
you said that. You
No,
said that.
this is made up. This is.
I could have
this is
made
not
I could
true.
literally find like the messages where we were like posting LeBron edits because you said that.
I love broad edits.
I
No,
don't
but the
know about
montage
this.
is real, dude. That's motivating.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some crazy montages. I won't say like what they had in them, but
You
pretty
already did.
No. We had we had like one person, I won't like mention names in the butchers, who like had like you know, like those what is it, David Goggins videos, like 2 hours long on like loop, in like just listening to it on loop. I'm not gonna mention any names or anything, but
Should we guess? Should we all guess who it is?
you can guess, yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna say.
No, the owner.
Like they'd have to like they'd have to type in chat if they're in here that it's
It was
them,
Tater
because-
for sure. He was going nuts. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, who knows.
Tater
But yeah,
Goggins.
it's like, yeah, any way you can keep motivated and stuff, and I don't know. That's like the most important point. You need to want it.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, you just need like a lot of motivation for it because it is like it's suffering. You know, like at the end, it really does suck. But if you really have a motivation for the goal, then it becomes fun. That's kind of weird to say, but it's just how it is.
It's true.
Yeah.
Badge on the profile too is a big motivator.
I think if you're going to be talking to people, by the way, you need to be, associated with people that are also motivated for your goal. Because
100%.
when I was only a couple hours away from the Slayer week record years ago, I was in TeamSpeak with Frank White and D4L. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but I fell asleep and they didn't even wake me up. Like they heard my
That's
head
crazy.
hit the desk and everything. And they were just like, I don't know, we thought you would just wake up.
That's messed up.
Why are you counting on that?
Yeah, every time they fell asleep in the VC, like in like multiple comms, we've like dragged them into like a different channel and like spam soundboards at them, like really loud soundboards. And it's actually
That's
worked
good.
before.
That would definitely work
Yeah.
on me. I feel like I was getting read a lullaby by D4L's sultry
You
voice. Do we
What's
want
the
to
next
move on
one?
from that one?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we're good on that.
Yeah.
Okay, just onto sailing completely, or I just saw your mouse hover over that one, so I wasn't sure if that's.
I think there's one more.
There is, yeah. Okay, so do you prefer competitions with lenient scaling, or do you prefer it to be a lot more strict with the rules in future competitions and in just ones that you've played in already? Because obviously there are comps that have been way more strict with just about everything. I don't think it's an
I think
issue as long as everything is like, if it's lenient, it should be lenient for everything. There shouldn't be like anything that's way easier. Like say if they had mining at a really high rate, fishing shouldn't be like much lower percentage wise. Just for example, because that's happened
Yeah.
before.
I think I
This
have a
question
bit
is-
of a extreme opinion of this, to be honest. I think not only should we have like stricter rule sets for competitions moving forward that are like consistent between comps. Like I don't think there should be that much difference. I think also there should just be like way less scaling in general.
Mhm.
Like I don't understand like I think it's getting a little out of hand.
Agreed.
Like if you're okay, here's like how I think about it. If you're let's say you're a main and you're 6K up, just as an example, like you should never be scaled. Like why?
Because you have so many different options, right? You shouldn't have
Yeah,
to.
like
Yeah.
it's an EHP skilling competition. I think it's reasonable for you to be expected to do EHP methods. I think scaling should be a tool just for other game modes to be scaled to what's efficient for them, that's agreed upon between the competitors, or for people who are like the niche situations that we've seen before, like maybe you're close to finishing the game and you're backed into like a weird corner where you need like some kind of special scaling because of your ratios or whatever. Like it's a necessary tool, but I think everyone being scaled like all the time in every comp is just like kind of weird.
It's
Yeah,
unnecessary if you
it's
have
getting out of
other
hand.
options to train, right? So
I mean, the problem is
kinda
kind of like goofy game modes doing goofy things, but
Yeah.
that's also kind of a necessary evil to have like more signups. I mean, speaking like I am one of the goofy game modes, so but yeah.
Yeah, I have no problem with like other game modes getting scaling, like as long as it's like their EHP methods and it's fair or whatever. Like, I don't know. I just think it's gotten bad. And I mean, I love comps. I've always been a comp guy, and I'm not trying to like chop anyone's nuts off. It's just I think if you're like you're playing in an EHP competition, like let's do EHP methods.
yeah.
yeah.
I will say
Agree.
one thing to kind of piggyback off what Necro said. I think, I kind of fully agree with you, but one thing I like, if you're playing like a niche game mode, I think sometimes people should be able to say like, no, you're not allowed to do this, even though it is like efficient or whatever. Like in Terry, we had the
Yeah,
guy emoting, getting like, if no one knows the rate, and if it's not like fully known that this is a balanced rate, and it's never been done, like this method has not been like tested in previous comps, I don't think it's fair to have it for like like let's say Terry, for example, some like new free to play
Like an
method is like
Infalidor?
kind of discovered, and someone gets scaled to it. I don't think they should be allowed to, because it hasn't been tested in previous comps, and it will have to go through like a it just have to be tested to make sure it's fair.
If free to play
yeah,
Iron is like extra goofy.
Yeah, like sometimes maybe you can like just tell people like, okay, you have these skills available. We're not gonna scale you to this. You're gonna have to pick
yeah.
something else to do, and people should be,
I think
I don't
that's
know.
totally reasonable. If there's not enough data for a method, it should not be allowed.
Or if the method is just retarded.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, or that, sure.
But then,
See, go ahead, Suki.
yeah, like a controversial thing with that is like level 3s can do RD. Should RD be 1-to-1? I'm
Should
on
So,
that
chinning be
school
one to
for
one? What
that's a
about
40 hour
chinning?
skill. You can do something else.
yeah, I know Rez is kicking his feet right now, but I think like
Playing
certain
them.
I think yeah, there are some methods that should be tweaked, and this kind of goes into an idea that I've been poking around with, that I've spoken to some people about, like some kind of like master sheets for comp rates, or maybe not even comp rates, but just like what methods are allowed with
Yep.
different game modes, like almost like a list of like what you're either expected to do for that skill, or like what's allowed for your game mode, like predetermined things that are like agreed upon with the community. You could like discuss things like, okay, like is it okay to do arty in comps? If it's not okay, like should it be like zero 0.8 or 0.9, like that kind of thing, and just have it be like a set, like, rule set, and it's consistent between all comps.
Yeah, maybe if a method is like very FK, and like maybe you could cap it at a certain amount of hours. I don't know if I would like that, but like let's say you can only do like 30 hours of RD during like a week,
I feel
so
like
you
we
would
did
actually have
that
to use it like
before.
as a break.
I think that
But I
has
don't
been
know.
used at least once.
With
I
Nightmare
remember
Zone.
that happening.
That way
Yeah,
you would
I
have to
think
skill hop,
everyone
because
should.
technically skill hopping with RD is probably your best like bet efficiency wise, and skill hopping with a lot of skills is like the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I personally think people should be allowed to train like the skills they want, but with the like added, I think you should be expected to do what's efficient for your game mode.
Hmm.
Agreed. I'm way more extreme on this, honestly. Like the two comps I played in, the scaling was pretty whacked on, and I don't know, like I don't want to debate like the difficulty of methods, but like I do truthfully believe that harder methods should be more rewarding and over, and everything else should just be big H'd.
I don't
Honestly,
think
like I,
anything should be over, to be honest.
because I mean, like just for this example, like I did like glassblow artifacts, right? It's like a comfy 6.2 to 6.3, but like I shouldn't be getting the same as like Unreal doing granite, so to speak. Like I'm not even clicking as much, honestly, and like
You
I
Mm,
see,
like, that does add up
that's a
throughout the
really
duration of at
slippery
least a
slope,
week.
though.
Yeah, I
I
know.
agree
Yeah.
that there should be reward as far as like the leniency in the rates that are agreed upon, but the problem with that is that creates like the problem we have now, where there are these meta comp skills of like these are the skills you can do and you can get over in them because the agreed upon rates are low. And then you have to do these methods. So if we go into the direction of, yeah, maybe this method is a little more APM or maybe it takes a bit more focus. But if it is over, that is going to be the meta method, and I do not like that.
I'll say
Yeah, I just don't want to
this.
see someone doing some poker getting like barely 6.1 while someone doing whatever artifacts getting 6.3,
I agree.
6.4s.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's the way I view it is like maybe it's like fine to have some methods be meta if the methods are okay. Let's say this, like if you're only doing like if let's say 50% of our comp is doing mining, I don't look at that and say mining is so OP, we need to nerf this. I look at that and say, oh, it's like pretty cool that people are doing like mining or like people are doing like teaks or any like harder methods or whatever instead of doing easier ones. I think maybe I don't know, just like maybe it's not like that big of a deal as long as the skills that are like that you can get over with are like the harder ones. Like artifacts being like a lot over is probably not like that good. But stuff like mining or teaks or buons being over, I think that's fine.
To be honest, I think when we say over, it should be like 6.1 or something.
Yeah, exactly. And then everything else is like barely 1-to-1 or like 6.02 or whatever.
Yeah. So I just don't like there's a lot of methods that are cool and, that it is what it is, but like I just don't like how there is like a meta to comps almost like with
Yeah.
the skills. Like you shouldn't be punished because you only have like these certain methods, like whether they're easy or they're hard. Like there are hard skills that are, well, I'll just say high APM skills that are like
Yeah.
very close to 1-to-1, and there are easy or low APM ones that are over. Like it's not really about that to me. It's just about the balance of like the hours that you can put out. I do like that there is like some like a little hair of leniency on those methods. Like Floral said, I don't want like people doing agi or like I don't
Like me
know.
doing Wintertime and you versus construction, Like that's really a
Yeah,
good example. It's broken. Like you're getting,
yeah. I
I
think
don't want to say
the Wintertide
punished.
was like is a bit of an extreme
I mean,
example
it's
because
hard
you
to,
guys
yeah,
like
it's
this.
just,
Yeah, you guys discovered some new stuff, but I do agree. Yeah, like Con is a good example, like versus other things. But yeah, I would like to see more balance because comps are so ultra competitive right now, and they are. I mean, comps are awesome, man. They deserve the like a well thought out system like that where people can just
Yeah.
have a consistent rule set that they know to expect. Like
mhm.
Yeah,
how
do
many
do
people
the
that like
comp
them?
justice.
Yeah, exactly. Justice for
And the
comps. Come on.
players. And the players.
Yeah.
Retweet that.
I do think it's kind of crazy. Like a lot of, I see like a lot of complaining about RD when chinning is just in the game and you can 10-minute AFK 1-to-1.
Do people love to complain about like game modes having like something easy, but it's like, dude, you literally have like this on like your game mode as well. Like every game mode has something
Yeah,
like dumb.
there's like,
So
I mean, chinning is probably the most egregious. Like you
There's no
actually
way
don't
you
even
should
have to
yeah.
be at the computer.
you shouldn't be allowed to chin in comps. That's ridiculous.
I tried to get chinning scale to that like mystics thing, and
Yeah.
Gala just spit at me. So
I mean, was that midweek? I mean, what I will say that for that one, that fact, like,
yeah, there was a
because
lot of scaling
I
that should have
defended
gotten
my,
done midweek.
yeah, I defended my tuning rate there, and I have no problem with like having the rate be changed like earlier, but my problem was I mean I was at school. The only thing I could do for more than 0.5 would be to shin, and if
We're at
he's
school
getting
for
like
2 days.
okay, if everyone else is getting 1.3 for fucking Winter Todd, then it feels like should I really have my only like option for good? Like
It should
No,
be
no,
fine
I was
at
declubbing my
school.
midweek.
fingers for 1-to-1, bro.
No, I don't know.
Well, nothing
It's
should ever
really
be
stupid
scaled
that you can walk
midweek,
away from
though.
the PC for 10 minutes. Yeah, no,
I
nothing
mean, I
should be
agree.
rescaled midweek. That's like really stupid.
No,
The
I
problem
disagree
was
heavily.
there was so many things that were just like I don't know, there were things that were talked about and then people had a problem with after, and then there was things that were just became a problem midweek. And it's like, okay, this needs to get fixed, but this
Yeah, it's
shouldn't.
something like Winter Taught where it was like people had no idea that you could get that much over with. That makes sense to rescale. Like,
I mean,
but
it
it
got
should be
rescaled
done
before that happened
fast.
though. That
I
was
got rescaled.
before Halcyon. Yeah.
I got rescaled at like when it was just doing normal winter tot,
Okay.
and then once I got rescaled,
You got scaled to 430 when you were getting 460, 470. That's like, it still feels like.
But
I don't know.
before like the whole big H method was discovered, it was already scaled, wasn't it?
I was
I remember it
420,
got scaled.
and then
too low.
enough
To
typing
430.
happened to get me rescaled to 430.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I just would like to see all this stuff getting taken care of, especially in this situation. Like, I know it's been done in the past, like rescaling midweek, but like this is fantasy. We're not trying to go back to fantasy. But, like, this was a different exception, and it just would be nice to have everything like taken care of.
Yeah, when it's
like,
the finals
methods
of a huge competition.
I'll always say
Because there's
this.
strategy.
I think I don't know. I think it should have been rescaled like 12 hours. Like after the second like
We don't-
6, you obviously didn't drop 6s, but like we had already tracked and saw, oh, you're getting like you dropped like a 6.5 or 6.6 or whatever
you
it
guys
was.
are just mental booming. You couldn't handle it.
Rescaling should be closed after like day 2 or something. Like it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like there was the Solace 10th anniversary comp. Kella rescaled rates on the last day of the competition, and it was like
You
absolutely
can't do that.
infuriating.
You actually can't do that.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, it was
stuff like that
disgusting. It
was
was
really retarded. But the
disgusting.
problem was like we didn't like. I mean, the organizer was just ignoring us, so like we had to get it scaled later on, basically through other people because.
Well, that's
we
the
didn't
other
have-
thing. It's like you have to get a hold of these people to get it to change. So that's why something like all these predetermined rates that like are in like
the
a
master
sheet.
book.
Yeah.
The master book, make the book. Oh, and also
Make the
when
book.
Winter Todd was changed, not to stoke any flames here, but when Winter Todd was changed, we were always told this happens every competition. Rates are rescaled every time. But then once it was time to like, you know, for some other rates to get touched, then it was, oh, it's too late.
It's a complaining competition of who can complain the most. Like,
Yeah, that's how it felt, man. Like
I understand like the frustration, but I'll defend that. I don't think anything was on the same level as the Winter Todd, like even close to
no,
it.
I think I agree. The Winter Todd was a big thing.
Of course.
Like
it just should have been scaled earlier. Like,
Yep.
there's.
We tried to get it scaled as fast as we physically could. We couldn't do anything about that. We
We
tried.
had a whole week off beforehand, but whatever.
We had a whole
It's all
week
good.
off, but we didn't know the rate. What? How? I don't know.
We're
No
just
one was
gonna get into a
doing the
massive
same method.
debate.
Yeah.
I think we need the master sheets.
If
That's
you
something I'm
guys,
very interested in.
if you guys want
I'd
to
like
fight
to-
right now, you can.
But wait, can I
Yeah?
actually?
Yeah, go for
Necro,
it.
can I ask you about that? Like a complaint. You
go.
say you get the master sheets. Let's say we had that for fantasy. This method wasn't known, so
Bullshit.
the same problem would happen.
Bullshit.
That's the thing.
What are you saying?
What do you mean
You had a
bullshit?
teammate.
What do you mean?
You had a teammate do that method, and a competitor in the match did a week record. Man, do you guys know how to use Temple? Go check it out.
He
Do
was
your
not getting the
research. We
same
did
rate.
ours
You were doing.
4
You
weeks
had like alts and shit. You had
Because
like
I'm
more
him,
tank.
bro. I am.
What do you
Ted
mean you
Bundy.
were doing a different
I-
method? That's like doing. I don't
No,
know.
before.
That's like doing unlearned
Yeah.
versus learned
You-
artifacts.
Okay, hold
Like,
on.
it's-
You guys are arguing and you're talking about two different things.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
So to answer you, Unreal, you're talking
Yeah.
about the 500 plus. Yes.
Yeah.
That is different. In the
That was
case of
discovered in
like
Ashes.
if there was an agreed upon rate, let's say just the example that we're using, that if there was like some kind of sheet, right?
Mhm.
And somebody was doing something that was different from that would be, I would say,
Even if
either
it was
like
more
rescale.
efficient, yeah.
Yeah, because the other thing is like with scaling, I think it's a great tool to get scaled up. Like if you're going to be doing something else, like for example, doing 2+1 Aether when the rate is duo lava, like getting scaled up to a rate that's also like agreed upon beforehand, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, yeah, it's different, and I think that like scaling should be used as a tool to get scaled up in that case. But yeah, you guys are arguing about two different things.
You know, I don't
Okay.
think it's a bad thing
Big
for.
fuss.
I don't think it's bad if a method comes out over a comp being skewed. Like, if he's getting 6.3 or whatever it was for his 6 hour. What did you say?
was-
6.5? You
It
dropped to
was
6.5?
it was
It
a
was
lot
like
more than
6.6, 6.7.
Okay.
Like, it
Yeah,
was
so
like-
he's getting
like-
1.1.
7.2, yeah.
You're getting 1.1.
7.
So yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
6, 7.
or more. Like
Yeah.
you could.
Okay.
Yeah, it depended.
I agree that it should be scaled, but I don't think it should be scaled on the week that it happens. I think you just have to accept the fact that you're losing the game. Like you have someone on the other team that's just gonna be
Oh.
at an advantage.
I mean, so
You can't
our
scale midweek.
I don't know if I agree
No,
with
no,
that would
that.
make
no
it so
matter
that then
what,
I
you
should
can't
like hire
scale
runners
midweek.
and Torch should like have dragon stones in a gem bag. Like everyone should just start cheating.
No,
then.
no,
That's the
no.
problem.
Yeah,
No, I don't think that
that
there's
can't
any.
happen.
It's
That
not.
can't
It's not cheating. If he well, if
So
before
I mean,
the
no,
week.
but okay.
No,
But
no,
then I
wait.
start doing like something more efficient technically by doing runner RC. Like what?
Yeah, but you would
That's-
be scaled to
I don't
runner
know.
RC because that's the method that you have set up, right? Wouldn't you? You should
Well-
know. First of all, like we said earlier, and we agreed upon this, if you have runner RC available, that's your rate. You're not getting scaled to 1+1 from the get-go. So you wouldn't be able to just start using runners and get a way higher rate anyway.
What if
Here's
you,
the
like,
way
okay,
I see it.
Yeah.
You have the master sheet, okay? Like this
The Rosetta
thing
Stone.
that doesn't exist, but let's just say it does.
Mhm.
You are allowed to do the methods on that, get scaled to the methods on that, and if you need to be scaled because of your game mode or whatever, maybe you get scaled up because you're doing a method that's higher XP, like with RC or whatever, con as an example. You would get scaled to that. You would have to be. I think if you're gonna be like, you can't, we can't have people going into competitions just staying scaled as a main and then just doing something that's like way over. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't be scaled
So
for
I would say,
anything
like,
if
you-
you're a main, like ever.
Well, yeah, unless you're doing something like better than what's quote unquote EHP at the time, like getting scaled up. IMO is like the only time you should be scaled as a main.
Yeah, sure.
And if you don't, then you're in my opinion, yeah, you're cheating, and you should either get reskilled or you should just be DQ'd. So
Yeah, well, if you want to use DQs, then you can definitely DQ. Like, just if it happened again, you could have DQ'd Florals for what he did. I don't think you can scale anything, though. Right? Just for example, you can't scale midweek.
Yeah.
But
Well, with
also,
the
a
clarification of
DQ
events
is so
first.
extreme, also.
I-
The comp
And
I
then
would
it's just like,
only
oh, they
say-
just lose. Like,
yeah, you just lose.
Well, I would
instantly.
only say that is if it's like blatant cheating, not like, oh, we discovered this thing like they discovered this midweek. Like it was fully organic. Like I was there when it happened. Like these guys just like started cooking in the lab, bro. It was so beast to
Mhm.
see. So in cases like that, that's when like a rescale. That's the only time a rescale is like should be acceptable.
if the sheet existed.
In
right? With, like,
if the sheet
yeah.
existed, exactly.
exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't
Alright.
disagree
Start
with
etching
that.
the stone.
It's something like, yeah, that would be cool. That's something like I would like to talk to more people about in the future, but right now it's just the ramblings of a madman. So
Well, it's something that doesn't exist, right? So.
no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
exist, bro.
That's not.
And it's, I mean, good luck making it and getting everyone to agree to like the thing, but
Anytime you
The
do
Master
anything
HP
like
sheet is
that,
just the temple website.
Wait, what was that?
The Master EHP sheet is just the temple website.
Yeah, I mean that's how I would like it to be. Like way less scaling, man. Take me back.
Also, I feel like people like argue over like whether over should be allowed or if like everything like maybe for like columns like methods that are easier should be under, but it just ends up being like the exact same thing. It's just like a point metric. It's not actual hours, and the point metric can be scaled to like whatever multiplier.
No,
But
exactly.
obviously things need like balance changes as at like certain points, and like things get ironed out. They should just be ironed out like as early as
Mhm.
possible.
Do you guys remember when the last Terry was like kind of getting set up and everyone freaked out because Michael wanted to do like the
Yeah,
crazy
but he
raids?
pitched it really bad, and it also wouldn't have
mean-
changed anything.
Yeah.
funny story about that. I actually DM'd Michael mid like fantasy finals, and I told him that I really hope he can make the community accept his like idea, because I don't think it would be bad, and I think people need
Dude.
to like. I like his idea, kind of. I don't know. It's not.
I remember when he started talking about that, I was like saying like in the temple core, like, oh, I like this idea. I'm excited to try this. And then it was just a wall of flame after that.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like,
I really
oh,
hope-
okay.
I really hope
Shit
Terry. he
giving
doesn't.
tick perfect rates for all the gatherers. That was how he pitched it. He didn't say that what he was going to do for the easy skills. He just said, let's set mining to like 133k, let's set driftnet to 125k, like all this like shit. So
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
how
also
it's
like
pitched, which was really
he was
bad.
also because he did like nobody said anything about it. Like there was no discussion until like I asked what my agi rate was going to be, and I was like, oh, that's kind of high, isn't it? And then they were like, oh no, every rate is going to be high, and then that's when things just exploded.
Yeah, I
But
really hope
yeah,
something like that happens for the this Terry, but I don't think so because I talked to I think it was Fepapi, and he said the mining rate would stay at 126, and if that's staying at 126, I would assume like unless they wanted to make it so like gatherers are OP, they would have to like they couldn't make the other things too Hitler,
To what?
yeah.
but who knows? Like for the upcoming Terry, I don't think it's gonna be Hitler scaled sadly. Like I don't think it's gonna be
What
Michael.
scaled? Sorry.
Hitler scaled. Like it's not gonna be
No, you're
very
not.
harshly
Okay.
scaled.
Okay. All right.
Say it more. Just
I
say it more
I
clear.
agree.
Just,
Let me enunciate.
I was trying to ask
Yeah.
you to reframe your phrasing there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mussolini scale. I don't know, but
I think
yeah.
that's more acceptable. Sure. For on there. Why not?
Yeah, it's something that definitely would need to be discussed with the community, like how people feel about stuff. It's if it's even something people care about. Maybe people just prefer how it is now, and it is what it is. But something I would like to explore.
Hmm.
I don't think it matters that much because the point metric will still be the same and that'll be the most balanced. Like it's just going to be like everything gets like times 0.9. Like you just take all the current rates and do times 0.9 to it. And I feel like that's what Mikael was pitching. And that's just stupid
Oh,
because it does
yeah.
nothing.
I don't know about the Terry thing. Like I don't know. I
Yeah,
would like a
I
list of like whatever methods
well,
people
from
are able
from
to do.
talking, from like typing a bit to Michael, what I understood it as would be like he would Hitler scale everything, but he would
Okay.
make it so the easy methods you were basically getting under. Oh, he would harshly scale everything, but if you did
There
an
you
easy
go.
method, you would be getting under.
That's the
That
same
was
thing as how it currently is. You do an easy method, you get 1-to-1. You do a hard method, you get over. So it's just taking all the current rates and doing times 0.9 to them,
yeah, maybe I'm
which
not
is
I
quite sure.
stupid.
mean,
You'd
not
have
There's
to
no
ask
everything
him
point.
was not
specific.
everything was multiplied by like 0.9. Some methods
Yeah,
were tweaked a little bit harsher than others, and that was his idea. Like the way I fully agree, the way it went down was dumb, and the fact that nobody knew until like the comp was like starting to roll in was crazy. But there was something there. It's just it needs to
Just
be
tweak
fleshed
it
out.
within like the frame of what's like been used for the past like decade. Just tweak it within that frame. Like make it so that like biables or whatever are like under instead of making like everything be tick perfect. There's no need for it to be tick perfect because the point metric will still be the same.
Guys, we're gonna move on from comps just for time's sake.
That's true, yeah. It's just
Because
arguing
yeah,
feels
we
like
have been
already
on
been
we've
like
been
2
on
hours.
this been on the comp thing for almost an hour now, so we'll
Good
go
chat.
on. Yeah, we'll just we'll head on to sailing discussion now. So just in general sailing discussion, it doesn't have to be bullet point like we have here, but just to start, we need like everyone's open thoughts and then something you're most excited for, maybe something you're least excited for. I don't have a ton of thoughts on it. I know that I'm likely not going to do it on my main account. I'm excited to remax again
Yeah,
on my Iron Man. Unless Necro makes me do it on my main, I'm probably not going to do it. And I'd say
you're gonna
that
do it, man.
easily the most exciting part about it is going to be the race for rank 1 for sailing and for 200 mil all, because that can be two different people. And
I think it will be.
I think it likely will be two different people. And obviously, it's going to be super exciting to see the first couple of ranks roll in. But for rank 1 especially, we haven't had something like this in OSRS yet. So I
Yeah, it's
think
gonna be crazy, man.
I don't know how long the skill is going to be exactly. Like I don't know how long it's going to take for one person to finish it, and how long it's going to take for 5 people to lock up the top 5 ranks on the front page as well. But everyone follows it. Casual players follow it too. You know,
Yeah,
Because Link's Titan has been there for what? How fucking long now? Longer than most of you have been playing, probably. So
I'm old.
it'll be
I,
it'll be exciting to see.
I'm really pumped for Sailing, honestly. For all the reasons you just like mentioned, I think I mean, it's bittersweet, like seeing the current top page shaken up. Like I don't love that aspect of it, but I am excited to see like some of the people that I know like competing into it, like Necro. That's going to be really exciting to see as someone who played alongside Fantasy with him. Um, and yeah, I mean, like bias flag here. Like as an Iron Man, it does shake up a lot of things potentially for Iron Man. There are a lot of question marks and unknowns, like to other things that are coming with sailing outside of the skill itself.
You mean
Mainly
just
like the
like bonus
Slayer
XP,
changes.
or
Well, potential like new like skilling stuff. I don't know if we'll have like a sailing and like another skill XP coming out, but there's just a ton of shit and like it's kind of Fortnite, but I don't know. Like you got to look at it like optimistically, I think, because I'm still gonna play this game, right? So like I don't want to just play this game with a negative, grumpy attitude the whole time. Like I'll just go make it free to play UIM then. But
Okay.
I don't know. I'm like the Slayer stuff really just like excites me. Like I don't know. Like we've been like so catacomb locked for years now, and seeing like other like caves and potential new expansions coming with sailing to get to kind of like shake up the Slayer stuff going on for Iron. At least it's like that's what really gets me excited about it. We've kind of like cooked up some cool ideas already in like other discords and just other ideas about how to train sailing. So I think talking about it and kind of planning around it has been a lot of fun. That being said, it's just being kind of like a carrot dangling in front of our faces for like the last year or so now is getting kind of frustrating. I'm kind of ready for it just to kind of like rip the band-aid off so we just know what we're dealing with. And hopefully we get a blog on Wednesday about it. But I'd say overall, I have a pretty
Sure.
positive reception towards it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for sailing. I would say I'm most excited about competing for an overall rank. Um, there's a lot of other things that look cool about the skill. It'll just be excited just to experience a new skill and just train it with the boys. It's been fun talking with some of the guys that I got to know well in fantasy, like about like just kind of metagaming the skill and just figuring out as much as we can. What I'm least excited about, I am a little nervous about how this skill is going to affect the overall meta of the game, like post race, like after everything is said and done. I do really like the way the game is now. I would like to see it be preserved somewhat. I do not dislike the idea of a new skill at all, but I just don't want to see too many things disrupted, like every meta being tied to sailing. It's something that we don't know if that's going to happen or not. It's just going to like we'll figure it out whenever the skill actually does come out.
Yeah, that
But
is a little
overall, I am
concerning.
excited. Yeah, it's something that I think about because like it'll be so fun in the beginning doing the race and everyone just having fun trolling, figuring out methods and stuff. But then after that, like how
It's
will it
Chernobyl after
like
you finish.
yeah, like exactly like what will the game be like post sailing Chernobyl? Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a concern.
Yeah, I look forward to like come what may. I'll do the skill whatever needs to be done, like training method wise. But like I look forward to like exploring the skill with the clan and friends and just like see how well Solace does as a clan, figuring stuff out in the early days.
I dislike that the high scores will be like shaken up in the way that they will be, because like from now on it just means that like whoever is actively playing the most has rank one, and it's like
Yeah, I don't
it
love that.
doesn't, and it's for very short term versus like 200 all is so incredibly long term, like it's over the course of years, whereas this will probably be like a few months.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's
I'm
just like,
incredible.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm super biased with it, but I agree with you, Halcyon. I wish that it weren't the case. Like, I'm gonna be able to go
Like
from like page 6 to page 1, but I still prefer the sanctity of
Legacy, the high
the high score.
scores.
Yeah, legacy.
I know they used to say that they were going to make a legacy high scores. I don't know if they're doing that anymore.
Yeah, no, they
Oh
kind of
yeah,
just
that's
abandoned
true.
that whole idea. They were like discussing it for a little bit, but I don't know. Even the way that they talked about it, I was like, yeah, you guys just do not care, and it's just gonna fizzle out, and it did. So
Mm.
So, from the perspective of like a free to play player, they're obviously not releasing it as a free to play like skill, so I don't have to worry about it. But that's like between brackets, like for now, because it's like I'm sure like in like a year, like after they've already like hooked all the people that they can to like buy membership to get to do the new skill, they'll be like, all right, like people that were like tentative about it, surely we just like make it like trainable and free to play with like some shitty methods so they like try it out and then buy membership. I wouldn't
Are
be
any of the
surprised if they did that.
are any of the skills they like release in RS3 like are they all strictly pay to play, or are any of them
No, they're all free
paid?
to play.
Really? Oh, that's
Everything
kind
is
of
trainable
concerning.
to like level like 20 or 30 in free to play. Like even like
That'd be.
when like Necromancy released, I think you can train it to level 20.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't love that. Like changing the free to play game mode as well. Like if that happens with other skills, if like this is just like the start, which I think we all kind of feel it might be
Yeah,
potentially.
I mean, it's just like it's kind of like a a dumb perspective at this point to view old school as like an unchanging thing. Like it's
Yeah,
just not even old school RuneScape. It's just another version of RuneScape. It's
it's
just
more popular than
RuneScape in
ever now.
general. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
and like I understand they have to capitalize on that. I mean, they're also a business.
Yeah.
uh, I think I probably have a pretty different take from all of you guys. You seem to have like a pretty positive to like neutral view on it. Not, I feel like I'm very grumpy this pod. I do love the game, but I really don't think it'll be.
go
I
on.
really, I don't think it'll be the same after sailing. I think it'll be a completely different game, and I think they're killing the game by releasing it. I don't, I don't know if the player base will like fizzle out or whatever. I don't, maybe not, but I think it's gonna feel different, and it's just never gonna go back to being what it is right now. The game that I like started liking, I guess, or like
Uh, the
I,
game has changed like the minute they started making changes to like fundamental things like forestry was like huge. Like
yeah,
they like changed like the core of the actual game instead of adding anything new to it. Like
I'm
you
anti.
cannot experience the game in the same way that you could like 10 years ago.
I don't want the game to be like whatever the fuck it was in 2004. Like, I don't care about your nostalgia. I don't have any. What I don't want is them to make the game dog shit, and the update looks dog shit. I don't want a new skill. It just doesn't look fun. I don't know. Like, we have enough content with the current skills, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm not. If you're turning me lol, maybe have a different take, but a lot of people aren't. So I feel like they have stuff to do when it comes to skilling. Uh, I don't know. It's just, in my opinion, it's very like it kind of got pushed into the game as far as I've like heard. Obviously, I wasn't playing back then, but I don't know. I, if I got to choose, I would just not want it to come into the game, and yeah, I don't know. I'll do it to 99, I guess, but I don't know.
I mean, I should say
I'll,
I personally prefer the game as it is now. Like
mm,
Yeah,
the thing is like sailing, it's coming. Like it is what it is. I've just accepted that, but I do agree. I love the game as it is now, and if I could choose, I would just keep things the
yeah,
way they are now. But
agreed. But it's coming.
yeah, it's
yeah,
coming.
I feel like we're opening like Pandora's box. It's just gonna be skill
I
after
mean, we
skill,
are.
and
This is like the
it's gonna
biggest.
be unrecognizable in like 5 years, 4 years. Like, I don't know, but who
Yeah,
knows?
I don't know.
this
Hopefully, I'm
I
wrong.
this
welcome that personally. I think it's been so long that I've been playing the exact same game. So
Yeah,
it
I
makes
am.
more sense to me that it opens up new skilling adventures. You
I'll
know,
have
not
a
just with
like.
new content, but a new skill.
Mhm. I mean, I will say like my opinions are always like gonna be like based on like what I feel and like how long I've been playing the game, and I've only been playing for like 1 year, 7 months, something like that, and like I'm obviously a newer player, so I haven't experienced like the whole base game, and I feel like maybe if I was in your shoes, I would have the exact same opinion, but from how I like the game and how I enjoy it, I don't know. I think it's gonna be very different at least. But
Things
yeah,
will
I
be
don't know.
different for sure. How much different, we will have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Unreal, I think you have the normal like competing player point of view for it. It completely
I
makes sense the way that you think
I
about it. And I would feel the
I
exact
don't.
same way if it came out 5 years ago, you know?
I wouldn't say I'm competing in anything. I'm playing for fun, and I think sailing will make me have less fun with the game.
Well, you're a
That's why I don't want it.
competitive player is what I mean. You put in a ton of hours. Like the game is important to you.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
You're obviously not competing for first to 200 mil all, so that's not what I
Yeah.
meant.
You might
No,
have
no, no.
time.
I
Lock
understand what
in.
you mean.
Fucking.
Next skill's coming out. Unreal.
No,
Right there.
he doesn't have time, right? Because Link's Titan finished ages
Sailing
ago.
into
Is what I
Bard
mean.
after 3 years ago. 3 years
Oh,
later.
Bard me.
Yup. That's the
Pretty
one
Me
turbo
too.
exception.
tuning. Holy.
Shut up.
But yeah. I don't mean to be so negative. Maybe it will be great. Hopefully. I want the
I
best
No, I
for the
think
think
game.
so is fair.
it's a base take, Unreal, because like it was just like an unfortunate timing thing. Like you spent most of your like RuneScape playtime like maxing, and now you're just kind of sinking your teeth in like what you like to do, and it's like,
Yeah.
yo, new skill by the way. Like just kind of get like rug pulled on that. I think it's a very fair
Especially,
take.
especially if it changes like a lot of like methods like on the path to 200 mil all. Like being like if you're already 200
Yeah.
mil all, you're just training sailing. Like it doesn't matter. But like if there's a bunch of like Mickey Mouse garbage that you have to do and like a bunch of methods are changed, like I would have hated that. If I was like 4K up and I was, I don't know, doing woodcutting or mining, and then now I just got to dredge up corals or something instead, like I'd be upset too.
Yeah.
Catching the rainbow
That's
crabs.
that's what they do with RS3 too. Like when the Arc released, it's just now it's like the best things for everything, and you just go to an island and hit crabs for like
Yeah.
everything. Mining, for fishing, for woodcutting. You just go to the island and hit the thing.
I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but in a lot of the blogs and stuff, they've been saying that they're like hesitant or they're like conscious of like multi-skilling methods now with sailing. But then every time a vlog comes
I
out,
don't know.
they're talking about some new multi-skill, and it's like, are you just gonna make the XP garbage? Like, what's your plan?
Yeah.
Because
In one of the
I
most
don't
recent
know.
vlogs, they literally showed how sailing was going to be incorporated with every single skill. Like that's so
Yeah, every
disgusting.
skill. It's like, what are
Yeah.
we doing, bro?
Like it's fine if it has like connection to like 2 or like maybe 2 skills, but like I don't know like what skill is like incorporated into every single one. It feels very artificial, you know? Like mining,
Yeah,
like
and
I don't know.
sailing just has no identity if it's just new content for every other skill. It's just
Mhm.
sailing isn't even like a skill, it's just a content update and people want like bosses from it anyways. They don't actually want to train a skill.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Sailing raid.
And I can
Yeah,
teleport to my
people
boat.
like if you've listened to the Q&As, it's literally all just people like coming on to pitch their like underwater raid or like a new Slayer monster or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like all they care
Oh
about.
my god, bro.
I
Yeah.
think
It's gonna be
content
awesome.
updates like fine, like you know, but like having it based around the whole skill, just trying to justify why you're releasing this skill. I think you nailed it. Like, there's no skilling identity to it.
Guess it's just a homogenous fucking like bottle of everything just being like a content update packaged as a skill. And it's like they're gonna try and do way too much with it. Like shit like fire making released as like, yo, you click the tinderbox on the log and this is gonna release with like you have to do like
Yeah.
50 like port serum tasks. There's already like a version of Sepulcher, like shitty Sepulcher. They have like
Yeah.
everything.
Like like some skills have like an introduction request or whatever, but it seems like sailing is gonna have like 20 of them. Like it's not gonna be the same as like doing druidic ritual to unlock herblore. It's gonna be like, oh, you're gonna have to do this fucking tutorial to get to learn the skill. Like I don't know. That's feels so forced, and it feels like they're just making it very like advanced, and it's I don't know. I don't like it. That's about it.
Yeah. So what about for like the skill, like the release of the skill being around the corner? Has it changed like how you guys are routing your accounts at all. Like any of your goals. Have you changed anything because of it? The imminent release on its way.
Yeah, they ruined my entire year plan.
Yeah, I think you should start us off, Florals, to be honest.
They fucked me hard. I was ready to start Slayer this year, and I have just put Slayer back for like what 10 months now.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I pretty much just won't touch any skills because they just released a blog with like every single skill being touched minus runecrafting. So I'm just runecrafting until this comes out. Just because there's so many question marks, and like they say one thing and then it's just like Giga Gunga fucking Fortnite rates coming out doing whatever. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just like pretty much like I had X, Y, and Z plan at the start of this year of like what I wanted to do, and I've just continuously had to push things back or rework or just kill more time. I mean, I made the best of the situation, you know, but it's just been kind of frustrating. What about you guys?
Sorry, did we move on to the next question?
Yeah, we're talking about how
Okay.
our
Were you starting? Yeah.
plans have changed.
Well, no, I didn't start it. I wasn't.
Necro did. He cheated on you.
No, I said be right back. That I hoped that.
All right, somebody talk. Come on, let's go.
Oh, this super affects my plans because I'm gonna have to come out of retirement. It's gonna be brutal. Necro's making.
Just wait till you hear my top 3, Alex.
Oh, me and Unk. And who else? Who could I put there? We'll get to that. No,
Yeah,
I mean,
someone was talking about their plans.
it honestly doesn't affect me at all, really. Like the release of sailing, my goals don't change. I guess it just means that I will have to, like, I probably will want to do the sailing right away on my Iron Man, just to, because playing without the max cape is just like being in a wheelchair. So it makes a lot of sense to get that done. And if it really is just like a new meta for a bunch of stuff, then it makes sense to maybe just focus on that. Focus on sailing completely. I feel like it probably is gonna be like that. I don't know. I think it might be cool to do a week. Come back and
dust it off.
A month, maybe 2.
Well, I can't swing that, but it'd be cool to get some time off and just like no life and
do a little 120 with the boys.
Yeah,
like the old days.
Something cheeky.
That'd be
Why
cool.
not? I think 100%. I'm looking forward to probably doing at least a bit of time off, but I don't think it really affects my my 200 mil all plans on my Iron Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my plans really haven't changed much. I mean, obviously, I was just working on 200 mil all anyway, but it's kind of cool being in the position of being able to finish before the skill, I guess, because I mean, like, when this skill was announced, I literally just started playing, like, skilling. Like, this has just been, like, around, like, looming around for, like, the entire time I was playing. So it's kind of funny that it actually just took them so long that I was able to finish the game and do it in time. Like, the first podcast I was on talking about sailing, I was just thinking, like, yeah, this is something maybe I'll do, like, on the way. But here we are 3 years later, and we're about to get the skill. So
in their defense, you're just Big H incarnate, man. So they didn't know that you're such a hurricane force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, Big H. But yeah, I mean,
he doesn't need to be involved with everything, We could. Okay. He has his own question later.
It's relevant to this podcast.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. But yeah, I mean, just maybe like playing, just focusing up a little bit more. I will say, fantasy definitely helped me get pushed along to finish a lot quicker. And I would say how it affected my plans. Not really, because the thing is, like, I didn't have to change like any skills because like I'm just gonna be doing whatever the best sailing method is, So I definitely don't envy the Iron Men that have to like actually just write like theses about how like they're gonna change like what they're routing for their accounts. So
that's the beauty of playing for fun, man. You don't have to worry about
I'll just be doing I'll just be doing whatever the best sailing method is, I think. Yeah.
I guess surely the meta is
I
you
mean,
just
it
wait for
is
FE
fun.
Poppy to tell you how to do it, and then you play.
It's fun to route though and play efficiently. It feels like rewarding. I think that's
Yeah.
true for like everybody who
Every-
scales. So it's like frustrating when you're unable to like do what you enjoy in the game because they're releasing some like bullshit Guga Ginga.
Gunga Ginga.
Spooky or Unreal? Affect your guys'
Yeah, I don't remember
plans
who
or
went
route?
and didn't.
Well, I was fishing before, and then someone told me that you may be able to fish on the boat. That's maybe possible, so I stopped fishing. That's about it. I just want to do the skill when it comes out. I haven't thought about that too much.
Do it to 99 or 20 mil? Can you clarify?
99, yeah.
Yeah.
Then go
Okay.
back to edgy.
Yeah.
But everyone's just lying. You are all 200 milling the skill. I'll see you out in the high seas.
No, it's gonna get faster. That's the new
Yes.
Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, sailing for last.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it has any bonus XP at all, you can't do it last. If you're
I was
smart.
about to say it, dude.
Like,
See you on the seas.
Yeah.
It
Hey.
won't. Sure.
But if it gets faster, it's gonna get faster within like the first like month or like probably the first month because all the
They'll just take
casuals are gonna be
content
like,
later.
holy chungus, I can't train this shit. Like it's way too slow. Make
My
it 1,000,000
wrist!
XP an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, holy heckin' chungus, it's 40k an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean the dredging redwoods thing isn't like 1,000,000 XP an hour?
Yeah. I think if it's gonna get faster, it's gonna be like just methods getting like more streamlined or like QOL, like something is gonna be annoying about some method, people are gonna complain and then they're just gonna like remove it or make it like easier. So yeah, if you are in the position to wait a bit, it's probably smart.
Could also just be like a sepulcher situation, right? Like when it first came out, like what was it, like high 80s, low 90s, and now we're up to like mid hundreds to 110s. Could just get more salt by players as it goes
Dude, I
on
remember
too.
watching Sep on day one. People could not do 4-4.
Wow,
Like,
that's crazy.
No
That's
tile
cool.
markers.
no tile markers, no guys, no nothing. Like, dude, just heart beating through your chest, getting through those darts, man. You got 4-4 north, you just logged out like unreal.
Okay.
Okay.
Only when I get hit, bro. I never get
Shots
hit anymore.
fired.
But
That final
my
obstacle has seen so many logouts.
wait, what was I gonna say? Okay, right. The sailing, how it affected my plans. I didn't do Iron because of sailing, but I might have played like a tiny part of it. I would still not be an Iron Man if it wasn't like announced, but like I do like I'm very happy that I did Iron looking at what Iron Man have to go through, like trying to plan out sailing and it just affecting the whole game mode. Like it makes me more happy with my decision, even though I'm already like I'm very happy with it. But yeah, it just makes me like damn, I'm glad that isn't me, you know. But it doesn't really affect my plans at all. I'm just gonna do the skills that I'm planning to do, and hope sailing doesn't like ruin them. And I don't think it will. But yeah, I'll probably get 99 like a couple weeks after the release, so I know what the meta is, and then go back to whatever I'm doing.
I think that's probably the smartest way to go about it. If you're trying to be super efficient with it, you're not going to play on the first day.
Yeah, day one isn't like it's always gonna be pretty bad. But I mean, if you're having a lot of fun with it, then sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to make or break anything for you, but
Yeah.
anyway, we're going to move on to the next part of the question. We're going to skip straight over to top 3 predictions. This is just a little fun one. If you want to troll, you can, but maybe a serious conversation first if you have any real idea. I'm
No
honestly
trolling.
not.
Come on.
I said you can troll. I said you can troll. And you should troll. You should be encouraged to troll. I think it's probably let me think. Who'd be I think Hey Jace is probably going to snag rank 1. I think that makes the most
Okay.
sense for me. I think
Easily.
I think shortly followed by Rithvik. He's probably gonna dial in about a day and a half after Jace, probably is what I think. And then after Rithvik,
Third.
who is even good?
What,
Cap
Captain third?
No, Cap King's gonna be fourth. He'll just get
Um,
narrowly cut off by I want to say Abra 238. Abra 238 at rank
Oh,
3.
Mm.
I think Ethos is gonna steal all of top 5, to
Ethos.
be honest.
Oh,
Like this
Yeah.
is not a joke anymore. This
wait, who?
is
I mean, Ethos is gonna have some representation in the top
no.
5 for
I
sure.
agree. I agree. I don't think so. Like I agree with you on that. Yeah.
I don't know if they'll steal all of top 5. I highly doubt that,
Okay,
but
not all of them. Yeah.
yeah, there will be some Ethos in the top 5.
I don't know the top 3, but the 4 that I think are up, potential runner-ups, like potential competitors for the top 3 are Enjoys, Rodney and Farva, Paul and Beer, and Necro.
He took
Oh,
mine. Fuck.
talk to me nice.
From Solace, I think Zunkra, Necro, or
Oh
Turned.
my god.
True.
Yeah. I don't know about turn, but yeah.
No, Turned. Like, look at the numbers he did in Fantasy. If he
Yeah.
wants it,
Yeah.
he
I
could do
just don't know
it.
like if he
Yeah,
wants it. That's the
exactly.
thing. Like
I
I'm
think
sure he
it could be
could
turned for
compete.
sure as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, yeah, he's a demon. I'm sure he could do
It's
something
the
crazy.
thing about this question is it's like it is just like fun speculation because it's hard to know exactly what people are doing right now. But
Hmm.
for me, rank 1, I'm gonna go with Enjoys. I think rank 2 between okay, so if we get Rodney and Farva, I think that could also be like a rank 1, but rank 2 at least. And or fast. Like if we don't get Rodney and Farva, rank 2
Yeah.
is gonna be
Fast.
fast. And
Good
then for
shout.
rank 3, it's definitely gonna be General Alexander Dumbfounded.
Let's
I
go.
feel like Rodney might not even like be like top 3 if it's a short skill and he's playing like 120s, people are just gonna play like 140s and like beat him out to it. Like there's a
How
few
like
people that
how short do you think it would have to be for him to get cut
like
off?
I think if it's like a 500-hour skill, like I don't think he's gonna end up in like top 3.
And if it's 500 hours, that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
If
That'd be
it's like
wild.
yeah, like
I don't think it's gonna be that fast, but yeah, maybe.
I
Think
would
around
not be
1,000.
surprised.
Yeah, maybe.
That's really fast though. I really doubt that as well.
I hope not, but I mean obviously I have no idea, but yeah.
People are gonna complain that they aren't getting like instantly 99 sailing and their max gate back and everything.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
like the skill is gonna come out. They want people to still be around to train it when new content comes out. I feel like
Yeah.
that's what how they're gonna. It's gonna be slow in the beginning.
Mod Husky just needs to stand on business, bro.
Mm-hmm. I feel like every pick that I would have has basically already been said. I think like the 5 people that I would like say would be like Enjoys, Necro, Fast, Paul Beer, Farva, maybe VST. I don't think it would be top 3, maybe like top 5 at least. Yeah, it's
Yeah, BS is a good shout.
I mean, yeah, he played a lot during fancy. It just depends on how competitive it is and if he like really wants it. But yeah, like talking to him, he doesn't seem to be like going for rank 1 or something, but he seems to want to play at least.
Sarah Hagen will be rank 1.
I hope
Yeah,
that there are
same
people that
same
are
people for me too.
like people who are retired. It would be cool to see some people come back at least for like the first week.
I mean, I hope Higer comes back. That'd be really cool.
Well, that's another thing, like the Iron Men, right? Like if they don't get cucked, like I could see Higer up there for sure.
Also, just
Is
depends how
Higer playing right
competitive.
now?
Ooh, I don't know that.
No, it does. I don't think so because I remember asking Papi if he thought like I asked him if he thought Wizard was gonna get rank 1 and he said yes. And if Higer was playing, he wouldn't have said yes.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
So yeah, like rank 1
I
Iron Man,
definitely
obviously.
think
But
Wizard
yeah, I
will
could see
definitely get
Wizard
rank
being
1
like
Iron Man.
top 10 maybe if it's like
For
let's say
sure.
this trial thing is like herbivore, then yeah. But if it's like granite, I don't think he would be. I think he would like rather relax and chill out. I don't think he cares. It like
Yeah,
It's like
he's
depends on
like
the
very
20
method.
hours a day, like normally. I think he'll end up like being like top 10 or top 5,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
That's
it
the
just
easy.
depends
lane.
on the method. Like I don't know, like if the 3-tick salvaging thing is, maybe he just wouldn't do it, and he would
He
do
just
like
doesn't
something.
sleep and eats like dino nuggets. Like I don't know how that guy is alive. Like
Yeah,
God, man.
Nah, what's a good one?
Brown
What's
food.
a good 3-tick for all of that?
yeah, maybe it just depends on how motivated he is. I just remember him doing VM, so that was like
Dude, he
maybe
just
he
solved
would.
clue scrolls. He's ready to solve sailing next.
Would he
Yeah,
be more likely if it's like a long skill? He's like an Outlaster Mets kind of guy, right?
yeah, he would definitely. And the more plugins to the skill, the better.
Yeah, that
he
goes
just
without
plays.
saying.
Like if it's at all like AFK, like lower intensity, then he'll like just get 1-to-1 like 20 hours a day. He
Yeah,
just
that's what
like
I mean.
only sleeps like 4 like normally. He can
But
maybe even like play more.
I highly doubt he would be top 3, but yeah, maybe high, like definitely like high for being an Ironman on the main page.
But there's gonna be a running for sailing. You're gonna have to like pay runners and they're gonna trim your sails.
No.
Well, what do we think? Do you think you want to move on from this topic? You think we've
I think
exercised it enough?
if
Yeah.
everyone's happy with that, I'm happy.
Yeah, I feel good.
Yep.
Okay, next we're gonna move on to purely submitted questions here, and a couple from the podcast question submission thing on the Google Doc there. So the first one we ran with is what are some skilling methods you wish you had the chance to do but couldn't due to game mode or finishing the skill before a new method came out? For me, the only one I really missed out on was SEP because I was almost completely done agility. I think I was 195 or 197 when it came out. I just got leapfrogged by like 800 hours. It was pretty brutal, but I feel like I would have really enjoyed it.
You would, man.
I
Sup
mean,
is
I've
incredible.
done it. I've done it on different accounts. I did enjoy it. So I think it would have been something fun to do on my main that I just didn't really get a chance to do because I leaned on the arty crutch a bit too much, like a lot of people did back
Many
then.
such cases.
People still do,
Free
I
to play is
guess.
kind of interesting because like we've literally like there's multiple methods that have just been straight up removed from the game mode. The kick alt mining that Pause did is like completely impossible now. You just can't do it for like the past few years. They also removed we had like a 2.5 tick mining method that they removed like a week ago because you can't like trade after being in PvP for like there's like a trading cooldown of 20 ticks for like no reason now, and also 2.6 tick was completely removed by forestry. So like those 3 methods I think would have been, and they're like good methods as well. The stuff that they're replaced with is kind of lame, so pretty unfortunate.
Anything else?
No, I didn't even get to like try the kick alt mining, so I'm like especially sad about that one.
To be honest, I don't think there's been that many things that have really come out since I started playing that like I would have rather done. I guess like the con method I'm doing now would have been nice to do like for all my XP, but that's like such a small thing. Um, Another thing is like I I finished wood cutting and immediately the next day the crystal felling axe came out. That was kind of unfortunate. That's not really a method change, but yeah, I don't know. Not too much for me.
Yeah, I've
Uh,
only done woodcutting and mining, so there's nothing been there. I got to do teaks with the felling axe like halfway, so I'm pretty good there.
I mean, we still have it, and I do like this method as it is, but just hearing OGs talk about it would be nice to experience, and that's just 3-tick barb at the pond. Like
That
I've
was a
heard like the
great,
old Solace stack at the
great
pond.
method. Great method.
Yeah. I mean, like Iron said Barbler now, but just like none of that other shit. Just fishing rod in hand, just 3 tick on the pond. Like that sounded pretty beast.
Yeah, if we're
Probably
talking
still
about
do
like
it now,
old
but it's just not
methods,
efficient.
I would have. I feel like I would have liked black chins. I did drift
Yeah,
nav
true.
for every wink of my hunter XP, but that would be a method that I think I would have gotten on with quite well.
So disgusting that it just deletes an entire skill. That like method is
Yeah.
retarded.
Yeah, almost 2 skills just gone. I mean, I like drift nav. I'm weird, but yeah, I do agree.
I'll say just like barb lore. I think it's like I don't know, might be the best method in like the game. It's just
Yeah, it's a lot of
I
fun.
mean except for granite probably, but yeah, it's just such an amazing method. It's so sick. It was my first like tick minute method. Well, like I learned barb to do that method, but I always had that method like as the end goal when I was learning barb. So I consider it my first like tick minute method. It got me into scaling, and it's just such a fun method. It's so sick. It's the only method in my opinion that is like better on iron than mains, and that's the only thing I really like miss, I guess. And then probably I don't know. I haven't done something else, I guess. So like I don't know about driftnet, but probably I would prefer black chains. But who knows? Maybe I love driftnet.
I think we can move on as well
Yeah.
from that one. It's I actually really like this question. So the thoughts on the influx of players. Have you been following any of the WoW streamers that have recently converted? I guess it's not really recent now. It's been a couple months, but personally, like I did really enjoy watching Soda Poppin at least at the start, just because I've been a fan of his for a long time. So it's
Yeah, I
funny.
watched him for a bit, so
It was also funny watching his pace just be so much worse than all the other people that started because he just wasn't. I don't know. There were clearly some of the new WoW streamers that were much better uh, early on into starting the game, and then just watching him was like really refreshing because he went in a lot more blind, and it just looked like someone who really has no fucking idea how to play and is experiencing the game for the first time without like a efficient mindset either. So it it's more of like a nostalgic viewpoint to see someone like that try to play, especially if you like their content already.
yeah, I remember being on Soda stream when he was playing WoW, and I think he was just like air striking crawling hands or something. Like, oh no.
Yeah.
Huge.
It is so
Yeah.
frustrating to like watch people who are bad at the game and who like aren't like actively trying to like improve. I, like giving like a quick shout out here to Lone Demon. Like that guy's so hard to watch. Like
Yeah.
AJ's actually is like one of the worst players ever.
I mean, I think he does it on purpose. Like he surely just knows like what he's doing is retarded, but he's just I don't know doing it for some
But
reason.
he isn't willing to learn. Like he knows he's like doing stuff wrong, but he's just like winging it and doing everything wrong and not wanting to
I don't think
learn.
it's winging it. I think it's
I'm a
just doing
retard on
a worse
purpose.
method on purpose. Yeah.
I don't. That's a crazy conspiracy
Bro, he's
theory.
getting Obsidian Cape. He
Up.
knows getting Obsidian Cape is bait. It's troll, and he should kill him. No, you know, it's.
Well,
Okay.
well,
I'm sorry, that's.
Mods.
But you know,
I
kill Suck. No, kill
Mods.
Yad. Give
I
it a fire
think
cape instead.
I think he probably started off like just he was just bad, and then he probably started leaning into it. You know,
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. But
I mean, he has a
There's no
200 million.
way. There's no way
yeah,
Lone Demon is a psyop for bad players. Like,
Yeah. For WoW streamers, I actually have one I watch quite a bit. Ampy. It's like a smaller one. He's very good at WoW. He he plays the game very differently from other WoW people. Like he listens to trance, which I like. Like he listens to good music. He tries his best to play efficiently, even though he ends up doing some retarded shit. But it's really it's really fun to just see him like try his best to be as efficient as possible. Like he's tried 1.5 ticks, for example, like after like 2 weeks of playing,
Really?
and it's just
that's
yeah, it's just
beast.
really cool because he doesn't
Nice.
like hate on it. He
What?
doesn't hate on putting in more effort. He tries to tick manip. He tries everything, and it's like the only
Respect.
person to do that. So
It's a
I'll always say
disgusting
that guy.
mentality that this player base has, where it's like,
Yeah. People
Yo,
were
you should be like clowned on for like actually playing the game.
yeah, like he was
Like,
doing
what are
two
you
techniques,
doing?
and his entire chat was telling him, "Bro, save wood cutting for AFK. You're trolling. Like you're like this is like what are you doing? Like I don't know."
Yeah, this game has such a disgusting player base.
And yeah,
Agreed.
it's beast that he like ignored them and just kept doing his shit. And yeah, I don't know. I recommend that guy to anyone who wants to watch something that like actually is trying to
Teaks.
learn. Yeah, I put a couple people on them, and they've all liked him, so that's my recommendation.
What's his name? Can you type it in the channel?
Ampy, yeah, wait, I'll type
So
it on Twitch.
my thoughts on the influx of players. I hate them. I
Yup.
spit on all of them. I'm glad if they're enjoying the game. That's awesome, but just stay out of my sight. WoW players. I did watch a bit of Soda Poppin', like Alex mentioned, but I actually got cleared from watching him, not because Soda was playing like an imbecile, but the donation, like he has these TTS donations, and that cleared me because it was just like always like people just like donating money to give him advice, but the advice is wrong.
Actually, like, it's actually such rage bait. Like, I hate
Yeah.
reading the chat and like having people like try and like backseat, but like they're also horrible is like one of the most
Yeah.
frustrating things in the world to watch.
Another one that I watched play RS for a bit because I watched him back in his WoW days, or when I played WoW actually, was Savix. He, I don't really know how much he's playing now, but I still see like clips and stuff of him. But yeah, I watched a bit of him when he first started. He's pretty funny.
Yeah, I've been watching that Guzu guy. He's played some hardcore, completely blind. He's made it quite far. I think he died to Monkey Madness 2. But like played completely blind pretty much and like had his chat on like emote only. Thought that was pretty impressive. Like he made it further than any of the Reddit people on an hardcore completely blind.
That's pretty beast.
I don't know if it's like exclusive to this player base. I'm sure it's not, but people will just like talk with such confidence when they have like no idea. Like they just like give people advice without like knowing what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, it's weird. People just like say stuff, and it's like, do you even believe that, or are you just saying it?
You do kind of find that everywhere in life, though.
I mean, I swear this game is like worse. Like, I don't know. What about you, Florals?
I don't even know any of them stream. I've never seen one. I've been banned 5 times on Twitch and shadow banned twice on other Twitch accounts. So I don't know
Yeah.
anything about the WoW streaming. I mean, I know there's more players because we had like horrible DCs for a while. It's conflicted. Like on one hand, it's good to have the game healthy, right? We want the game to keep running, but I don't love the pervasive influx of like Reddit mentality into the game culture and just making things really easy or just like conceding to everything. It just kind of feels like a lot of that's been going on, and I don't know if that correlates with new players coming into the game or not, but
I
They
mean,
added
that's
like
always
an
been a
open the
problem.
map button hotkey for the WoW players. Like it's just
yeah.
like a change.
Yeah.
They made security stronghold heal you after every chest that you
What?
open. Like they just
What?
changed like they spent like dev
Wait, I
time
did
like
not know
Actually,
changing.
that.
Yes.
actually no, fuck them because we just got the mini map fucked up 2 weeks ago to make it so they had a little keybind like they do in WoW.
Yeah.
What
And
is
then like I
the?
don't know, we had like a
It's a
good
F
content
key.
creator community. Oh, for the mini map, it's like
Eh,
Control M.
Let me try that.
And now I have to go through like
Oh,
Play.
settings.
wait,
I have
that's
to go through the
sick.
settings every day I log in to remove my mini map. Uh, Also, I think I saw on Twitter like a WoW streamer, I guess, at the Jags HQ, and like I don't know, part of me felt some type of way because I was just like, we've had so many content creators or people try to get into the content creation community as like OG OSRS players, and now these guys already had a platform. They just kind of like snake their way to the top.
Dude, I think it's cool
But
if they're getting special treatment, if they're bringing something to the game and they're approaching it with
yeah,
a healthy mindset.
Yeah, I will say one thing. I think like people need to fix their fucking clients. Like there needs to be like a guide on how to make your client not look subhuman. Like if
Run
you're
the
using
workshop.
animation smoothing, like not the smallest client and stuff. Like no wonder you're not enjoying the game. You're playing full screen animation smoothing HD,
Yeah.
man. You're playing
Full screen 117 HD, no resize on the modern layout, so it's just like a tiny little like dot in the corner. Like their inventory is just like this 2 pixels.
Yeah,
It's so disgusting.
I think everyone should watch the Hebox Young with a video like become a better skiller. It like sounds like a meme, but
Yeah.
like I watched that shit and I fixed my client pro before that. Like
Make you
watched
a
that
better
like my
player.
yeah, I watched that shit like a month after starting the game, and I just disabled all the Fortnite plugins and I made it the smallest size, and I
And you stepped
found-
off of your tile from the
yeah
tile
I
man.
I squinted my eyes for a bit and boom, bro, now it's fine.
Dude, you
I don't know.
say like the WoW players need to fix their clients and watch that video, but I've been seeing some of these Monday pictures that the Solace members
for
are
sure.
posting. You guys need to watch it too.
I've been bullying people day one since I joined the clan. I was a clan friend. I was bullying people for having dark shit clients. I'll always do it. I don't care. You know, some people here even have animation smoothing. I will call it out, bro. I think it looks dog shit.
Well, who was it that
Gotta-
had Comic Sans XP drops? That shit was not okay.
Oh my god.
Too many people.
I believe that person has since left the clan, but I brought it up on every Monday when I saw their screenshot. I don't think it
People
was
have the
actually
XP drops,
Comic
like, from
Sans,
their
but-
characters and shit. I don't know.
I don't think it's like, okay, you can like Fortnite the client like a bit if it's like you're like already like understanding things and like you just like play with it the way that you enjoy it, but like it is like it's pretty disgusting when they're doing stuff that's like actually like horrible. Like they're making their clients like ginormous for zero reason and like playing like fixed like stretch mode like they're Seder.
There's too many plugins, and yeah, just remove the plugins, and no one can make the mistakes of having them on.
Just playing from orbit.
Disagree. Wizard, the greatest player of all time, plays on like max screen.
Yeah, but he like
Yeah.
resizes stuff and he knows what he's doing with the plugins instead of turning on like 117 HD and like C engineering at a day.
And guess what,
Everything
bro?
is just
When you watch,
boxes, man.
yeah, but when you
Look
watch
at
a
the C
Wizard stream,
engineer
you still
comment.
get visual cancer. So I don't know, man. Like, that guy would be so much more popular if he played on a human client. It's just, I don't know.
Dude, I clicked on his
It's a war
stream
crime.
one time and like he was doing okay, so now I can tell you he's doing 1.5 ticks, but it actually took me like 25 seconds to even realize what he was doing. Like his client is just like that fried.
Yeah, when I clicked on his stream, he was doing teaks. Like one time, like the XP drops were like half of the right side of the screen. Like it was like they were huge. It's like a little bit jarring at first, but
A little bit,
yeah,
especially
it's like
Sepulcher.
yeah, once you understand that he's like actually the GOAT, then it's like much more acceptable and
Just a modern
inspiring. In
artist,
fact,
really.
yeah.
Inspirational.
Well, what do you think? You think we can head on to the next one here?
Yeah.
All right, this is actually a really great question. What is your favorite method of all time, regardless of, you know, how efficient it might be? I don't even want to go first. I'll wait. I'll wait and see. We're gonna have different answers for sure.
My answer is pretty plain Jane, but it's the truth. My favorite inefficient method is no loot sepulcher. No multi-skill, no loot sepulcher.
Actually, just a drug. Yeah, agreed. Same. What Necro just said.
I think Sepulcher was designed to rage bait a small percent of the population. It's actually like a psyop. Like there's
It's
like
just
a
the
small
best.
portion of people, like me included, that like cannot do Sepulcher, and it's just like infuriating to like no end.
Well, if I
Also,
recall,
someone
like
else on
200
this podcast.
in my 200 mil Agi video, Halsey, you made it. Unreal teleported out. Got that
Okay,
mechanic.
That's
chill
actually
out.
true. I was
Listen.
like last place. Well, I wasn't last place. I was last place once Unreal teleported out, but
But I've said
I
this.
did
I
make
think
it.
Okay, Sep is not the worst, bro. It's pretty fun if you're like trying, but it's like, I mean, it is very frustrating. You gotta do it in short spurts.
Well, doesn't
But
it
nah,
get
I'm better
super
than you now.
unfrustrating once you've done it for like 50 mil XP? It just becomes like back of your mind, chilling. I'm pretty sure the people that
That's a
have
lot
done
of
a
things too.
fuck ton of it is just like you're not even thinking anymore. I think it's probably a bit of a learning curve.
Yeah, it is. But once you're tapped in, it is the best. Everyone should do it right now. Hit the crystal.
Hit the crystal.
Whoa, I didn't know this was that kind of party, dude.
Oh,
I
But it has
my
to be an
or you go
oh,
ahead, Unreal.
it has to be an inefficient method, like
it can be anything, efficient or not.
Okay, I have
I'd
an
say.
inefficient one.
Okay, yeah, go first then. I'll think.
I like the duo pyramid plunder. Just with like, whoever one of your best buddies was at the time. And it was
Voiced
it
up.
was honestly inefficient at the time because Knights was already like kind of zero time that you could have done. But people still did PP because obviously it was fucking free 1-to-1. It was so easy, no cost for all the poor lazy
Way out.
bastards. What?
Fincher mentions a good one. VM with the boys.
Oh, VM with the boys
I
is
would
You
put
enjoyed
that
fun.
on the
that.
least favorite. I'd
No,
put
No,
that
no,
in the
no, no,
most
hell
hated.
no.
no, no,
Like,
no, no, no.
Oh,
VM.
least favorite.
No,
yeah, that's
VM
the
is
least favorite.
VM was fucking awesome as well. I love VM.
Oh, nice.
Not with retards, but with like, well, actually with retards too, because you could kind of feel better than
No.
everyone. I
Yeah.
think VM was really fun, and I think a lot of people would agree with that, especially from a certain time period for the game.
Dude, I did LFR VM and I teleported mid game. Never went back.
I've also been perm banned from the VM cord, so I have reason to hate it, and I don't.
Yeah, anything you'd like to get off your chest about that?
I hope Zerax jumps from a high place. That's it. That's all I have to
Nice.
say. And lands somewhere maybe not
Uh,
particularly soft.
okay, I finally have my method. I thought of it. I'd say for inefficient method, baked pie would probably be like the biggest.
Oh, that is a fire answer, bro.
Yeah,
Big
and
pie
then
is
for
sick.
efficient it'd just be 4G probably. But yeah, like favorite method of all time would probably just be that. But yeah,
Dude, when I was zero
baked pie
timing
is,
baked
oh my
pie, I was
god.
actually just smiling every time I
Yeah,
tapped that icon on the phone.
it's so epic.
The animation is sick too. The Big
Yeah, I
Pie
love how
anim is like,
your hands just like disconnect from your body and just start like floating like 2 feet in front of you.
Everything about it,
yeah,
it's perfect. You can
you
gear for
hit
it
like
so
a
fast.
little like a slow nay nay. That shit's like so tough with the floating pie.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah. For me, well, 1.5 tick ticks is super fun, but also like less efficient. VM with the Solace people was really fun as well. So those ones probably.
I feel like Slayer in general would be a popular answer for this as well.
Mm,
In particular, like, I guess you guys have goading pots now, but
yeah,
it's even
Oh,
easier.
definitely his
But
goading slayer would probably be the
dude,
number one actually.
another
Slayer
one of
Slayer
my
before
favorite
goading
inefficient
was fun.
methods. The lab velds. That's actually got to be
Mm,
my most favorite inefficient method. I
okay,
love that place.
yeah,
What Velds? I like the
The
underground
Mortania blood
place. Yeah,
velds.
yeah,
Yeah.
with the cannon, yeah.
I think
Everyone
just
go.
Me,
yeah, we can.
I think
Oh, sorry.
Snowfire for free to play stuff. Snowfire or Superheat 3.5 tick mining in the Wildy. Casting the Superheat spell is just so beast.
Yeah, I was watching you do that. It was really cool.
Yeah,
Superheat is just a beast spell, man.
Superheat has one
yeah.
of the best sound effects. I don't know if you guys have ever played with sounds on, but
Yeah, it's like a chung chung
the
Yeah.
every
Is it
Superheat
the
time.
one
same as
sounds
like the
really cool.
Infernal pickaxe, or is it different?
I think it is the same.
Okay, because that sound is fire, actually.
It's one of the better old sound effects in the game for sure.
Oh yeah,
Should we?
Cavalment is a good one.
Which one?
Used Fireborn or like Fireblower as well, I'm assuming. I have only done like maybe 20, 30 hours of it. And I mean, from those hours I've loved it, but who knows like on longer term how I would feel about it. But yeah, it's a very fun method for sure.
Looks fun.
I don't want to be the person to phrase this last question here.
Can I do it? I would
You
love to.
you can definitely do it if you like. Yeah.
Okay, so our last submitted question for this afternoon and evening is, why do you guys call everything Hitler? I think
Good
Floral
question.
should take this one, to be honest. I think
Me?
you need to
I
start this
think
off.
un,
You
I
need to
think
start this off,
I
bud.
think Unreal has ripped it the most today. So
No,
you
dude, I played fantasy with Florals, bro. This guy is on the 160 of calling things Hitler. Go on.
It's fucking
Uh,
flawless SS florals.
oh, I need to change that. I don't know. It's just like such a high form of flattery and endearment.
Okay.
If you're just the
Well-
best at something, you are fucking Hitler at it.
Okay. All right.
Or if just something is fun,
Alright.
it is just hit. It's big H. I mean, I stand on the cross. I got banned for it. It's a fun word to say. Try it out after this. Try it out right now. It's a great time.
Maybe
Use it often.
maybe don't say it with such pride when you're saying it right now. Just
Try it.
It's an
Try it now.
extreme. It's an
No.
extreme. It's an extreme.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's a very extreme word to. I mean, it's whenever I'm using it, it's just to describe how fucking powerful something is, or how like usually I'm
It's
using that word.
emotive.
I'm using
Yeah,
that
like,
in
that's rewarded.
different games. You also use like the R word, which you definitely
It's-
fucking shouldn't say. Just in general, you can definitely say it, but you probably shouldn't on Twitch kind of thing. But it is used to describe like a positive thing in general, isn't it? Which is maybe not the best.
He was overpowered in World War II. Like they were like trying to
Yeah,
nerf
that's
him.
the-
Like that's like the whole idea, you know.
Right.
Yeah, like it's not even like I don't think it's like about Hitler as much. It's more like it's like just a word to describe something like insanely powerful and like something that's like it's kind of like a no to say it, you know. So it makes it like it's kind of like saying like it's like a swear word, you know. But you
It
use
makes
it
it
to
a
like
yes.
yeah.
It's
You're
kind of like rape.
yeah.
If
Well,
you're
that's
like
what I
raping
was-
something, that means that
Yeah.
That's
It's similar because
that
for
is
rape,
the
I think
R
it's like
word
the
I was
worst or
using.
it's the worst or the most extreme thing you can think of, right? And it's kind of the same with Hitler, it's like the most extreme like dictator, you know. So you're like, oh, this shit is extremely Hitler. Like
Well,
it's
he's actually
extremely
okay. He's actually
like
not the
powerful or
most
whatever.
extreme one, and there are
Okay,
different
maybe
people you
not, but
could
he's like
use.
yeah. I mean, it
He's
depends.
the most
like,
well
you could use Pol
known.
Pot. You could use
Pol Pot is a good one. If you
like,
speak
yeah,
to Ook, he loves Pol
yeah.
Pot.
But like it's just the same thing basically.
It's just a
And
very
the rape thing is just it's just the worst thing you can think of. Like, oh, I raped this kid. Like, oh, I took control of it and I like
Oh my
brutally,
god. Stop. Just
touched it
stop.
without its consent.
Stop. Well, I'm cutting this one. I don't condone any of the language used in the past 5 minutes on my live stream here. Just if anyone regarding bands is listening to the VOD here, I don't know. We'll chat probably. I'm assuming. Let's
Yep.
let's
Yeah,
move on
it's just
to
extremes.
we're just gonna pull we're gonna cut that there, and we're gonna pull questions from the chat. Whoever's looking at it, who would like to be the one to pull questions from the chat? I don't have the chat open, so
All right, I got a good one right here. What is the best show to watch while skilling?
Sopranos.
Yeah,
House
I already
and
put
the
that one. Yeah,
House.
Sopranos.
Sopranos is
Uh,
good.
House is undisputed
Breaking
goat, bro.
Breaking Bad.
Peaky Blinders is pretty good.
Peaky Blinders is good. I'm gonna say Dexter and Mr. Robot.
Dexter for 4 seasons though. Then
Yeah,
watch the
I
rest
guess.
of it.
Game of Thrones into the last like 3 episodes.
If you haven't watched House MD, you need to watch it like right now. It's definitely the best show to watch while skilling because it's so perfect. You don't have to pay like too much attention really, but you still have to like pay enough attention for it to be very entertaining. It's just such a masterpiece of a show. It's I
talking
definitely
about
recommend
House still?
Yeah, do you concur?
Yeah,
You concur?
I concur.
yes, thank you.
Park Boys, that's big.
I actually
Oh,
I watched Trailer Park Boys super early into 200 Mil, and I think I watched it
Lost
like
is
3
really
or 4
good as
times.
well. I miss like the Lost craze and skilling, like where everyone was watching Lost, but yeah, Fincher said Lost. That one's really good.
I
Yeah,
feel
Lost
like
is good for
everyone
most of it.
says.
Then it goes
I feel
dog
like
shit.
everyone says Sopranos, but I haven't watched it.
You should watch it, but
It's really, really
like
good.
if you really want to get into the show, don't watch it while you're doing something like that you have to focus a lot on. Like that is one of the
I think
best.
it's fine to be distracted.
Well, yeah, but it's one of the best TV shows ever made. If you're really into watching like good TV, you should at least like have some focus on that one in particular. Like if you don't want to pay attention, something like House makes a lot more sense.
No,
Something
I mean
with a
House, you still like it's still a masterpiece. So
no,
I would still recommend like
it's definitely not a masterpiece, but it's
it
a pretty
is.
it's a pretty well rated show. This, like The Sopranos is actually like a masterpiece of a show. It's the same with Breaking Bad. The
House
Wire.
clears.
The Wire is a really good one too. If you haven't watched The Wire, I could recommend that.
We are running out of time, so let's rapid fire a couple quick. Let's see. There's
We run out
one.
of time when I say we run out of time. All right, Florals. You don't have to leave.
I mean, worst case, maybe
I just
Florida
have to
could
keep going.
Yeah,
Thoughts
let's
on?
go.
Oh wait, where did it go? I just got an ad. Damn you, dumbfounded.
Yeah, thank you for the 3 pennies. I
Drop a
smoked
sub.
it. Yeah, we did get a lot of subs earlier. So
Thoughts on Unreal de-ironing since last cast? Do you think more people should consider it? Yes, I can take this one. Yeah, you should. If you're an Iron Man, you need to just shed your mortal skin.
I think
I can't even see this
And
question.
that's
Did
a
you make
weak
this up?
no, that's a weak-minded play, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Who asked this?
Everyone's been
Oh,
asking it.
Glads. I see it now. Oh,
you thought I made it up.
yeah, I thought you made it up, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, wait, what was the question? Wait, fuck. Should
I already
answer
answered it.
this, or
Next
did you answer it
question.
for me?
If you could choose a skill to max out at 400 mil XP, which skill would you choose? For me, it's agility.
Slayer.
Building and Slayer, take the combo.
Farming. Yeah, let's make farming more. Farming should be 1,000,000,000 XP.
They need to make crafting way longer.
I think that's a stupid question. Who asked that? Ban them, actually.
Yeah.
Who
that's
has
not the best.
one skill to 400? Who asked that question?
Maybe the it was Cavo. I think fishing isn't a bad shout because you could do drift and then you would still have fishing left over. So you basically get to train the skill.
No.
even though it's fake or hunter.
We need to either go to a different question or move on to outros because that question
Yeah.
doesn't make
All right,
sense.
before our last question before we do our shoutouts and end this off today is thoughts on Oda being the best skiller, parentheses, speed run to max series, parentheses.
Oh shit! What the ruck? I don't know.
That's right. Oh my god.
I
I've
think
heard that guy's pretty good at the Fortniticus antelopes or whatever those were.
the Moonlight Buffaloes.
It's fucking cleared.
Yeah,
He
what,
cleared
yeah,
so
whatever
much.
that is.
I
Actually cleared him.
I think we can
It
just
must be
we
a
can
glitch.
we can cut that question short with a shout out to brother Oda Block, and then we'll move on to
Yeah.
our outros here. Just
Mashallah.
because he's a great guy and we love all the attention that he's brought us.
Alhamdulillah.
One of the greatest streamers, one of the greatest. He isn't the brightest, but we did think he
Hyper
A
glazing.
brought us.
foo-foo-foo or something.
Anyway, let's call it from the bottom to the top. Unreal. Give us your outro.
Zip the rock down.
My outro, my shoutouts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout out 982, aka Mitsuki. I'm gonna shout out Greg, Greg4, some like my PVMing friends, and I'm gonna shout out Helpless Bob.
Okay.
That guy's goated, and then the Butchers, the team. That's it.
All right, Florals,
Yeah, I
give it
enjoyed
to
being on the
us.
cast. Thank you for having me.
Shoutouts. Just SS Cord, Spooky, being like one of my best friends in the game. Same with Static and Ice Juice. Pyro, he's a staple of VC, and of course Necro. Just everyone on that team. Love the Discord that we're in, and just love hanging out with these guys every day.
And shout out to Lakeview Elementary.
And Lakeview Elementary School. Go Lancers.
There you go.
What?
Here you go,
Good.
Spooky.
Yeah, oh man. Shout out Florals, my bestie. Shout out every Finn that ever touched this game. We are truly the best country, I think. And shout out Joe Swifts. Where's my 2 bill?
Why does the best country only have 2 hours of daylight?
Shout out to the entire SS stack, of course, including all of our orphans that we've had the pleasure of picking up over the weeks of Fantasy. Also, shout out to Jormy, Unity Max Gang. It's time to get serious. And shout out to Beans Club. I owe all of my EHP to you.
Legit.
Halcyon.
We're going in reverse. Okay.
Well, we've been
shout
going
out
in reverse. You're the second last, so yeah.
Yeah.
Down.
Shout out to all the free-to-play people. Shout out to Freck. Shout out to Wumpus.
All right, then for me, I want to start off by giving a shout out to all 5 of the lovely people that have joined me here today on the podcast, and I would like to give a shout out to Kanye West. Kanye West released a pretty powerful song earlier this year.
Oh man.
Florals knows all about that song.
And I would like to.
I have conflicting opinions regarding that one.
What's the? There's a
What
band.
about, like,
you go ahead. Go ahead.
Would you shout out like Justin Trudeau or anything from Canada? Like Poutine?
Well,
Maple
just
syrup?
actually, if you want to get into it,
Ribbies.
we could talk a little bit about it later. But Justin Trudeau, we could give a shout out to if he wasn't such a slimy little fuck. But he is dating Katy Perry. That's pretty cool.
Whoa.
That's pretty
That is cool, actually. I
interesting.
didn't know that.
He was wearing jeans on a yacht, and that's it. Just jeans, while grabbing a handful of Katy Perry's ass, which is pretty cool. I would say that's one of the coolest things a Canadian leader has ever done, probably. It inspired me to start wearing jeans more. So, if I'm wearing nothing but jeans at the PC, like I might be today, mind your business. The leader of the Great White North, former leader, of course, he co-signed it. Anyway, that's I don't have any other shout-outs other than to the 5 people that are here and to the rest of Solace, and thank you to everyone for being on tonight. Thank you to everyone for listening. And
Thank you for hosting.
I think we'll sign
Yeah,
off
thank you
there.
for hosting.
To you,
Of
for
course.
host.
Of course. And
Shout out Dumbfounded.
one more thing.
Shout
one
out
more
Emily.
thing. I actually do have another shout out. Is UIM Dave still online? Shall we raid Unk?
I
I don't think so.
Here, we'll host him anyway.
no.
Host UIM David. There we go.
He does this
great.
thing where he like types in the chat and then like goes live.
Oh,
It's like
I can't
little,
host him
like-
because Nightbot fucking quit on me. Never mind. We're not hosting anyone. GG's.
Wait, go to stream
GG.
man. Okay.
Yeah, you just type
GG's.
/raid in your chat.
I tried it. It didn't work. Oh, I did /host. That's why. Yeah, I'll do /raid.
Oh.
Perfect. Okay. Anyway, I guess I have to do that while I'm still alive. So, okay, /raid. UIM David. Does that
Shout
work?
out
Hi,
to
everybody. Thanks for watching.
You
Perfect.
Whites.
GG's.
Bye.
Bye.